We'll fix it in post.
And welcome back to the motherfucking Shivering Break. Last episode of 2022.
This is not a wrap-up video, though. We're continuing the serial.
I am not a rapper.
But we have an immaculate, illustrious guest. First guest ever on the Shivering Break podcast.
Very rare.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Matt Brost.
Why are you giving your government, bro?
Well,
we have a tendency on the show to give government names.
No government names, please.
It's
aliases.
No government names.
It's Brost.
Just Brost.
Just Brost.
Oh, okay.
Roasted.
What are you doing on this podcast?
Well, you guys are my boys, and I felt like this podcast was missing a little something.
Missing a third piece? Are you going to be the third piece of the set?
Potentially.
They say 3 is the strongest and most balanced number in all the numerals.
It's like a triangle is the stronger shape, or a pyramid is.
Well, it's always like the Three Musketeers, or I don't know. What other threesome is there out there? The threesome, the menage a trois.
Yeah.
What other 3 is out there? Triangle. It's a period.
The big 3 in basketball.
The big 3 in basketball. That's always a thing. What else is the 3? The trimester. The triads.
The tryhards.
Yeah, but we officially are on all DSPs. We're back. We're on YouTube.
What's a DSP for the dumb fucks that don't know?
Digital service providers.
Exactly.
I mean, those are your Spotify's, your Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, on all of them.
Thank you for informing me. I was one of the dumb fucks.
Oh, I kept on saying DSPs. You're like, what the fuck is a DSP?
Well, right now I was like, what the fuck's a DSP? But now I know.
Digital service provider. You know what I mean? So we're in all of them. So yeah, I'm tired. I've been editing for the past week. You know what, YouTube? You're so fucking difficult in uploading your shit, and I'm still gonna upload.
Fuck you, YouTube. So
You know what I mean?
we usually start this shit out, bros, by kind of saying what the fit is. So since you're our guest of honor,
You go first.
the bros with the most, please tell us what you rocking, what you wearing, how you carrying.
So I'm gonna work my way from the outside in. So
Okay.
Outside in.
Never heard that one before. I like that.
I'm gonna top down. You're bottom
Outside
up.
in. I feel like
outside in. It's like outerwear into interior.
Well, I feel like as you go more in, it's just less important. So you start.
It's the most important. You tell me the underwear, the panties are not the most important?
Hold on now. So we start. I'm wearing some lace-up boots, leather, and then I'm wearing I'm representing the rib.
You're literally going bottom up right now.
No, outside in. Outside in. Grab it.
It's outside in, guys. Don't forget it.
I'm controlling the narrative.
Okay. All right.
Outside in.
Yeah.
I got a watch on, and I'm wearing a hat from the Riv.
That's a country club out here in Los Angeles. One of the most expensive country clubs out there. You tell me you're a part of that country club?
No, but I would love to.
You aspire. I dig it.
I have attended the Riv before.
We have a tradition of going to the Rib every single year and getting near blackout drunk. Brownouts preferably.
The goal is to get escorted out of the country club. And one time, actually, your dad and I somehow snuck into the players' exit, snuck out of the players' exit. We saw Adam Scott getting interviewed when he won.
Because the real players know what's up. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so you're rocking the Riv hat.
The Riv hat. I've got a mock neck crew
Where's it from? What we talking?
I don't even know. I think it's from Pebble Beach or something.
Oh, it's only from Pebble Beach. Okay. It's you're going with a lot of sport athleisure look.
And then pants wise, I've got some Dockers.
Okay.
Classic.
You're like a country club motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And you just got to match the leather shoes, I got a brown leather belt.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Classic right here. Matching the leathers.
We got an artist.
Yeah, I feel like I've got with the black mock neck and the blue Dockers, minus the denim. It's almost like a Steve Jobs kind of thing,
like the Issey Miyake black with the denim. I see. Yeah, the uniform.
All you need is New Balances, bro. You're
there. I do rock New Balances.
Hey, 990 daddy, right here. Let's go.
I do rock
New Balance. Get this guy a contract.
I do rock the New Balances, but
hey, bro, so you step into the mic a little bit.
I do like the leather boots to go with the fit.
Okay, a buddy of ours actually just got some brown leather boots that look very similar to that.
Did he spend $4,000 on them?
No, he did spend $4,000 on hula shirts.
How the fuck do you do that?
I mean, gotta bring him on the pod.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you spend $4,000 on hula shirts? We'll let you know.
Wait and see.
He's gonna love this.
And when you were picking out the fit this morning, Brost, where did you start? With the shoes or with the hat?
Exterior,
when you
the,
pick
hat,
exterior.
the hat was actually the last edition.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What kind of underwear you wear?
I'm actually commando.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my house. Are you serious?
I just like to let it.
Oh, you're serious right now.
I'm a freedom.
He's a free
I'm all
spirit.
about the free ride.
So even on like anywhere, like going to church or I don't know,
no.
an interview, like what do you like? What commando?
You just feel like that when
Is
you
this
with
a
the
normal
boys.
occurrence?
Commando's-
men?
Commando is a normal thing to do.
Jeez, wow, isn't that like not comfortable against the zip lining? Like if you're wearing jeans per se, like it's rubbing against certain material and objects.
It's less constricting actually when you are wearing tighter pants.
Okay,
Because if you try and like
I don't know
like
about
if I wore like some
the
compression
smell, the
shorts,
smell. What about the fucking smell?
how do you wash your ass?
Every day,
Exactly.
baby wipes, not the same wipe
Exactly.
either.
As long as
One
you're
wipe throw out.
as long
only.
as you are as long as you're staying on point with your
How do
with
you
your
wash your
hygiene
ass?
and your cleanliness, I think you should be rocking all right.
Okay, but like, what was the vision when you like put on your kit today? What were you trying to achieve?
I said Steve Jobs, but also like almost like my dad's a senator.
Like,
You can't talk to me. My dad's a senator.
Yeah,
I can do what I want.
exactly. Keeping it subtle, but not
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah, you have a weird obsession with mock necks too, if I remember.
Mock neck, I feel like like if you're going with the turtleneck, it's almost too much, especially for California. It's like it's not even that.
A mock neck is always good for any.
I feel like
environment.
fashion should be functional.
Oh, purely functional.
Yeah,
It can't be theatrical or dramatic, or you can't play like certain roles you want to fulfill.
yeah.
It's purely functional.
I feel like it should be functional.
All right, I think it should be functional, but like, does it have to be purely functional?
Like, do you ever feel like you want to dress up like James Bond or like just I don't
Yeah.
know, a different vibe?
Yeah,
Like, would you
I
would
feel
you say
like James
today?
Bond's fit was very functional.
Was it? Does he need to wear a fucking like suit everywhere he goes?
A tuxedo to kill people?
Yeah.
I feel like he's got to play the part.
Well, he is a spy, though. You know what I mean? So he has to fit different roles
And
within
he's-
other
and
constructs.
James Bond finds himself, in like high end casinos, like
Beautiful women.
beautiful woman, out in a villa on like some tropical location.
So what you
Somewhere in
guys are
Italy.
saying is if looks could kill.
I was considering a
Be
different
James Bond?
I
No,
was
I'm Vladimir
considering a
Putin.
different fit, but I went with this one because it was a little bit more reserved.
Okay. Did you actually try to dress up for the show, or just like a normal?
This
Just
is
like a
no,
normal
no,
day.
this is just a normal day.
Okay, that's
Okay,
perfect. That's
I
what we
fuck with
want.
that.
We want like what people actually wear.
Come as you are.
I only wear what I would actually wear.
Okay, cool. No extraneous material. Okay, efficient. Okay, Mr. Bias, what are we wearing today?
Today we are wearing start from the bottom up. So the most fucking popular shoe of 2022, the fucking Boston Birkenstock. I wear it all the fucking time. It's classic.
Are you breaking them in real nice?
Oh, they've been broken in.
Stinky.
I've probably had them for a year already. Those things are fucking like leather on the inside. It's dark.
Oh my god,
But that, and then I got some dry fits on because dry fits are always the best socks.
100%.
Pants. What am I wearing? I'm wearing some Italian hiking pants actually.
Oh shit!
For my boy from Italy over here.
Oh yeah, our
Our
resident Italian American.
resident Guido. But I think they're called Garmaci or Gramercy.
Yo, bro, how do you say that in Italian?
What?
Garmaci.
Garmaci.
You sound like Garmaci.
I mean, like
Garmaci.
you'll see the hand.
Prego,
hand
prego,
gestures come out. So I have a question. What makes a Birkenstock Boston?
That's the name of the model.
That's the model. Yeah.
So like the sandal that everybody wears, like
Arizona.
the open toe, is called the Arizona. The Boston is what I'm rocking right now, and then
Mule. Yeah.
if the heel is covered, it's called a London. They have a bunch of different fucking names.
This is like his thing. Right?
They're comfy. I used to hate on the Birkenstocks. And then the black cropped.
They're pretty wide. Wide and cropped?
Wide and cropped with little the little belt thingy.
Oh, I see that. I first thought that was like an Arc'teryx logo, but no, it's like some other like
It's
guy
like the
going off-
cheaper version of
going off the chain.
Arc'teryx.
Okay.
the
It's
Italian
just as
version.
functional.
Just as functional.
Okay.
And then
So if you get rained on, you're good to go.
nah, actually, the canvas not as functional. All right, gray T-shirt from Target, Goodfellow,
Okay.
$6, best $6 you ever fucking spend. And
The
then
gift that keeps on giving.
yeah, you know. And then a Human Race hoodie. So I went all black.
Human
today.
Race. Nego fan.
Fuck yeah, it's my guy.
Do you still buy Bape?
Actually, I don't own any Bape. But if
Really?
I do, I'd buy some vintage.
Is that
Bape.
your protest because Nego's not a part of Bape anymore?
You know, only Human Made now.
A
Or
Human Race. Okay.
Well, Human Race, I think, was a collab with Adidas and Pharrell.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking.
Rose,
Nego's
how do you
my
feel
guy.
about spending like $1,000 on a shirt?
I'm firmly against that.
And that's why we have you on the pod. I like your beliefs.
I feel like a T-shirt is not something where you go and blow your
Do you know when I was like
outfit.
15, 16 years old, my dream was to spend $1,000 on a tee with no logos.
Like
About to say.
the range,
Yeah,
say,
that was
the
my goal.
range
It's like
is-
if I can't do that, I failed in life.
the range, but also like it depends on like how that shit wears. Like if that T-shirt wears
No,
like
it wears like a
$1,000,
regular T-shirt.
then I'm going to Target and getting a $6 T-shirt.
No $1,000 tee with no logos.
No,
Lon Vaughn.
Like you can see it with your eyes closed. That type of vibe.
like if
Lamborghini
someone's wearing a
Countach?
plain, like if someone's wearing a plain black T-shirt, and you know,
Yeah.
like granted, like fittings, like you can get like a T-shirt to fit right.
Well, like usually all
But-
luxury T-shirts have like a different pattern. You know what I mean? So they drape and have different volumes. Very subtle if it's a T-shirt, but you know, there's thought to it.
Like only the person wearing it would notice.
Yeah.
Right.
Other
Only the person
weirdos
wearing it
like
would notice.
Bias and I would probably recognize like, oh, that's a Jill Chalmers shirt or that's a Una shirt.
Like a Alexander McQueen shirt or something.
But for the everyday person, like, just get a fucking T-shirt and fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You, put some effort into the other areas of your outfit. That's
Okay.
why I told you I like to go outside in.
Outside, not Inside Out.
No.
You like that movie, Inside Out?
Like what are you gonna wear? Like some super nice $1,000 T-shirt that's plain black, and then wear like super average.
Jeans?
Yeah.
No. Now you need to wear $2,000 pants to compensate.
Right.
Yeah, you have to up everything.
Now we're just getting to the ridiculous end of the spectrum.
But sometimes you want to be ridiculous, you know?
of someone who spent.
You ever go on a date and it's like bought
on
a lot of
their
shit that's like kind of like ridiculous? You're like, it's for a date though.
But someone who spends $10,000 on their outfit should never look the same as someone who just spent $100.
Well, that's the art. That's the beauty, I think. I don't know. It's like modern art. It's like the most luxury. It's the most simple thing.
Sounds like bullshit.
So how do you
I don't
interpret
think
it?
so. I don't know.
It
Performance
must
art.
be political.
It's always political. All right, so,
So
I
what
guess
are you
it's up to
rocking?
me. I guess I go top bottom. I'm wearing a Rolling Blazer Psycho hat. The whole,
The Psycho watch?
I had a Psycho
Is it
watch.
Psycho or is it Seiko?
It was a collaboration between Rolling Blazer and the Psycho watch, the Sport 5. Had that, and I sold it. I kept the hat because it's fucking fire. I feel like it's like a good play on words, like Psycho. It's stupid, I know.
Is it Psycho or Seiko?
It's Seiko, but I could pronounce it like Psycho. Like 24-hour Psycho.
Do you prefer the Japanese watches to the Swiss watch?
I like both. I think they have an appeal. I feel like people should have more of appreciation for Japanese watches, though, because their craftsmanship, I think, is just as on par as Swiss watches. Just because they don't have
I
the
agree.
price point of a Swiss watch doesn't make it inferior. Yeah? Like, you go to look at a Grand Psycho, beautiful watch. Most accurate watch on the market, the spring drive.
yeah.
But everyone wants a Rollie, because Rollie is like the fucking... Rolex is like the BMW of the watch world, because like as soon as you get money, it's like, I need to get a Beamer. You know what I mean?
Like a white 5 Series.
So what would you classify the Grand Seiko as? Like
a Lexus. Yeah. It's like, it's refined
Skyline
in all
GTR.
the subtle ways, but it's a great car, right? Like, my girlfriend has a Lexus. She's like, it's not luxury. I'm like, it is. It really is. We're looking at it in a different way. Like, it's luxury in a more efficient, sustainable, and like a reliable way.
Your dollar's going a lot further.
Yeah. But sometimes you do want to get the M series and you're just like, I want to fucking whip it. So
feel
they
like-
could coexist, but like, I wish there was more respect
They
in
each have
other
their place.
regions. Yeah. You know what I mean? So then I'm wearing a leather jacket. I usually don't wear leather, but I'm doing this utterly just to antagonize my girlfriend because she thinks I look terrible. Please, everyone watching, let me know if I look good in this leather jacket. I think I do. The boys like it. You guys like it? She's flipping me off right now as we speak.
I fuck with it. I like the. It's
You
like
like it?
cobalt
You
blue.
fuck with the you fuck with the jacket
Yeah,
or what?
the leather jacket is a vibe.
Yeah, you know, I feel like Donnie Brasco. You know what I mean?
So
I feel like I need a pinky ring, and like if I could still grow hair, I would slick that shit back real
Like-
tight.
Like you're wearing that, and you feel like when you go out, like you might have like on your list of things to do is you got to go pay a visit to some guy who owes an interest payment. You might have to go break a thumb.
Yeah, it's like you're never going anywhere, but you're always taking meetings for some reason. So like, where are you going? I'm taking a meeting.
You're about to have a sit down.
It's like I gotta go. I'm taking a meeting. It's like I'm just like gonna go eat. Like I'm taking a meeting.
the real question is, with that jacket on, is he a friend of yours or a friend of ours?
No, I did that thing for the other friend for the other thing. Dude, I was watching Goodfellas the other day. It's like, oh, you know that thing I did for the other guy? It's like, oh yeah, no, the other thing with the other guy. You're like, oh yeah, I did that.
It's taken care of. It's done.
And like they say beautiful a bunch of times, like, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Don't worry about it. The heist is beautiful.
It's almost like how they talk is like they're saying a lot of things,
but just saying.
but they can't say the specific
thing
because there might be someone with a wire.
It's that kind of amazing though. Like you can say the same thing, it can mean like 5 different things in that culture. You know what I mean?
But if you're conversing with that person and they're talking like that,
you're doing that right now with that person, with the other person. Yeah,
you know what they're talking about. But someone listening in is gonna be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Exactly.
I love the scene when they're explaining like how forget about it works. He's like,
yeah.
a fucking Buick is better than a Cadillac. Forget about it.
Look at that beautiful girl over there. Oh, forget about it.
So where's leather from?
Italian,
Italy, French,
Italian,
Swiss cows.
You go to Italy, you go to that region where like that row of all leather goods.
Yeah,
basically,
they have a couple of different.
You have a leather jacket too from the same row. I think Milan, right? It's like Milan or Florence. Yeah,
mine's from Rome.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Little boutique
spot. Both northern Italians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but your family's from southern Italy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? You have a northern Italian jacket on a southern Italian man.
It's actually sourced from the Tuscany region.
Oh, okay, but you know that beef, right?
The north and the south.
Out, yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you identify as?
Well, I'm southern Italian.
You have a northern jacket.
Don't they say the North are pumpkins?
What?
Pumpkins?
Yeah, I've heard them.
What?
I've heard the people from the South refer to the people from the North as pumpkins.
Pancake pie.
I haven't heard of pumpkins. I know what the North refers to the South as.
How do they refer to them as? Please enlighten me.
Finocchio?
No.
Baffanculo?
Hey, mark it, babe. What time is that?
You might have to cut that out.
No.
The North refers to the South, and they have their own racial slurs. We have racial slurs here.
So
your mother is Sicilian.
What?
So will you teach us those slurs?
You're Sicilian though, right? That's like old country.
Dude,
let's go. Hey, you gotta bring us one day.
Sicily is like if you go to Sicily, you're gonna see like it's not so like modernized.
Yeah,
it's still Renaissance vibe.
So like Michael, when are you gonna go back to the old country and find Amapola?
Oh, there's a wife up there that died. Yeah,
remember Godfather 1?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. You try to get this guy in trouble. He already got a Maron. What are you doing?
How many marons? I don't know.
Let me just finish my fit check.
Yeah. So what are you wearing?
All right, so leather done. Okay, blue leather, not from Fordham Road. I got a T-shirt from a Travis Scott concert tee, Pure Rage, in Orange County, I believe.
Oh, is that from the
2017
Complex Con?
Yeah. No, the Up in Smoke Carnival, not Carnival.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember at the
I got my vintage 505 Levi's, sourced them from Marseille.
That French connection.
Got some Supreme camo green socks, and then I was wearing Air Force Ones out there. That's it. So we get the show on the road. The fit check is over. That was fun.
The fits have been checked. Now,
if you have like a fashion, is this a fashion pod? Well, we're gonna find out. Fashion, pop culture. You gotta know what we're wearing. You know, gotta be fly as fuck.
You gotta know how to wear it too, because you can't just throw anything on.
I mean, look at this guy. You know what I mean?
It
looks like it's not planned, but it's planned. Okay.
You think you're Brost from Sicily?
No,
fuck out of here.
Old country.
Castellamare del Golfo.
You know what I mean? He's an Italian and mock neck. Be careful.
Forget about it. In sad news, we've lost someone in the fashion world, a punk rock star, if you may, Miss Vivienne Westwood.
I know. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Remember those hats?
Shit, who doesn't?
They gotta go.
Take them to the grave with her.
Yeah, they gotta go. Actually, no, but like she's an icon.
She used to make the clothes for the Sex Pistols.
Yeah. You know, when she's like a punk UK, and seeing that she kind of built her own world. It's kind of cool seeing how someone have like so much longevity and can do like ready to wear and couture wear. And like, how old was she? Like,
I don't know. I didn't even check, but she lived a good life though.
Yeah,
like look at all the things she
iconic.
accomplished.
You know what I mean?
I like her canary in a cage little exhibition she did a while ago. Where she was in the cage, just like yelling and screaming, pretending like she was the canary. She was dressed in yellow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rip to the homie.
Rest in peace.
Exactly. So, Atmos, Japanese streetwear.
You're doing a lot of hard cuts today.
Too many fucking hard cuts.
Doing a lot of hard cuts today.
We're going to slow them down. We'll do soft cuts.
Soft cuts. Last episode, you're like, Blast was like, we're like DJs. We're doing hard cuts, like straight 90-degree turns into the next one. Just shoot them out.
So we got Hans from Tokyo Drift, Fast and the Furious. He's representing for Atmos. How do you feel about that, bro?
I mean,
I know you fuck with the
find
drift scene.
I don't fuck with the drift scene. Is that racial? I don't know. You decide, guys.
My guy's got Muji gear on his whip.
Yeah, how do you feel about drifters, Brost?
Like drifters, like are
Racers,
like how they mod their
rice
cars.
rockets, yeah.
I mean, like I'm all about like like making
Modding?
it maximizing the performance.
Yo,
of the
didn't you want like
vehicle.
an intercooler in your Beamer?
Maybe, but I feel like it goes a little bit. It gets a little bit ridiculous, and I think that the people that have those cars even agree when they start cambering the fuck out of their car.
Yeah.
I think
I love it when it sounds really loud, but they're going like 5 miles faster than you are on the road.
It sounds like they have no exhaust.
Make the car sound good though. Make the car sound good. Don't make it sound like it's just ripping ass all around the street.
But harkening back to the previous podcast, I think episode 2, guys, take a listen. By the way, a lot of streetwear people have like this connection with like car culture in a way, like modding and having meetups and hanging out in public and racing. I like seeing that collaboration with like a streetwear brand actually like going straight into like someone like Han from the Fast and the Furious. Means like totally acknowledging that like connection that they have.
They're validating
You know what I mean?
it.
Yeah.
No pun
Are they
intended.
putting boots on the ground and actually like going to these car meetups?
No, but I think it's more like a homage to street racing culture, because I think it's like one of those subgenres that not enough people talk about or even know. It's funny enough that you say that. Like we're literally recording down the street from Toretto's house and liquor store. We were just there. Yeah. So it's funny. It's like a full circle moment for this pod.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
Rip. Maybe should have slowed down a little bit. A terrible joke.
Gone but never forgotten.
Some people go through their life without breaks.
I live my life a quarter mile all the time.
And that's the inspiration that some people I think maybe even get from Paul Walker. They're just going fast and furious.
Well, you're a family man, bro. Do you think he did it for his family?
What, crash his car? No.
Oh my god. We're sorry to the Walker Foundation.
We'll make a donation.
Thank you to Han and his conception. Anyways,
so yeah.
Brost, you're a new father.
Yes, sir.
Tell us
How's
about
it feel?
that dad
How's it
life.
feel?
Being a dad is the best thing that'll ever happen to you.
Really interesting. So, as a parent, do you feel like you have to be uncool now? You know what I mean, as far as like aesthetically.
What do you
Like, obviously, you're about that functional life, but do you feel like does it have to take a really step back in your life? I mean, like, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's just all about the kids and
I feel like during the newborn stage.
Yeah.
Well, in my case, I have 2 babies, but in the newborn stage, when you're not getting any sleep,
yeah.
you don't give a fuck about any of that.
But you and your girls still do like date night?
Yeah, when we can.
Y'all dress up for that?
I mean, first of all, like finding like the babysitter and like getting like the help and all that. That's hard to come by. But when we do get a date night, it's nice.
Okay. There's
But-
like this whole like movement in like fashion and just pop culture en masse where it's like the art dad. And like the art dad for the audiences who don't know is it encompasses like being mature and older because we're all probably not we're all like 28, and then what 27,
27?
yeah. So like we're all in like the other side of 20,
Yeah.
right? So and art dad's like, hey, we had our moment. We were young. We did our thing. Like we could still be like cool and like hip, but still have like responsibility of like, hey, I pay a mortgage, I pay carpet. You know what I mean? Just like adult shit. Right? Do you subscribe to that? There's being like an art dad's like, hey, like I'm still in the know of what's up and what's cool and what's not cool, but not too much to the point where like I want to be in that life, but I'm still like mature and evolutionized to a different
I feel
stage of
like
life.
I feel like who you were before you were a dad and who you are after you become a dad, you only become elevated as a person.
Okay.
Because you just have that much more on your shoulders that you have to elevate your game. Or else, like, on the flip side, if you're not, like, typically those people end up being, like, the deadbeat.
Okay. I know, but like, do you still like, I don't know, any hobbies that you got from when they're like early or mid 20s? Did they carry on? Like, yo, I still do it. You know what I mean? Because just because I'm older and dad doesn't mean I have to be like so rigid,
Well,
I suppose.
I mean, temporarily, like, while you're dealing with, like, the newborn stage, you're putting that stuff off to the side for now until you get to that stage where until they're like a little bit older, and then you introduce those things that you're interested
Yeah.
in to them.
Because you're seeing this trend too, like especially here in Los Angeles. It's like, oh, a young hot mom. Like, how come we don't see that for dudes? Like, I want to be a young hot dad.
Have you heard that one saying, Brost? It's like, you didn't get, you stopped skating because you were old. And it's like, no, you got old because you stopped skating.
Yeah,
Same ideology as far as like,
that's a good question.
just
Yeah.
because, you're older doesn't mean you have to stop doing what you enjoy doing. Maybe you do it at a different level or at a different pace because of the age or because of whatever, things you have going on in your life, the like obligations. But doesn't mean you still can't stop. Like doesn't mean you have to stop being fly. You can still be a fly as dad.
Yeah, I don't feel like you stop doing all those things.
Stop your personality, right? Like, you are who you are.
Yeah,
and
you
know
are.
what I mean?
You are who you are, and you're.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not cool and you're a dad, you probably weren't cool before.
That's a good ass point. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just turn to something that you weren't before.
Yeah.
Very true.
You know what I mean? But do you want to be a young DILF? That's the real question here.
Do you want to be on the DILFs of Disney?
Whoa, is that the thing?
That's the thing.
That's a thing? You want to be a
It's
DILF
an
of Disney,
Instagram
bro?
page.
No, dude.
America,
I'm
do you want to
I'm
see
just my
Mr.
own
Brost
person.
here be a DILF of Disney?
I'm just my own person. Now a perception.
So you don't think you're good looking and be like, hey, listen, like, I'm a piece, I'm a prize.
I don't think I'm not good looking.
Exactly. So like, why can't you be a DILF? Like, it's like a compliment to an older lady, be like, hey, you look like a MILF. Right?
Yeah,
Is that too aggressive?
I mean, like, dude, a lot of like you see a lot of like trending posts like these days, like girls like saying that they're just trying to become MILFs when they're older.
Yeah. But like now we have the young hot mom. It's like a young hot MILF, right? Is that like, I don't know. I don't know why DILFs never took off. I guess we have like what, Zaddies and a Silver Fox. Right,
I feel like it's a thing that gets unspoken about so much.
You have
Because
sugar daddies
there's
now.
a lot of
you know what
things
I mean?
that play when you start
It's where-
talking about someone who's a DILF.
It's I just thought of it right now, but like it's weird how when we look at MILFs, it's like we're like it's sexual in a way, right? And then like we look at it like a older dad, older dude male, we think about it's money. Right? So it's sugar daddy or he's like zaddy, is just like someone that's like supposed to take care of you. And I'm wondering
Papa
how we
roast.
don't have that like sexualization over
Someone-
male young dads.
Like
I
the
don't know.
girls,
Or-
the girls who go for like the dads, they see someone who's probably just put together.
Yeah,
has
well,
their
it
shit-
makes
has their
sense.
shit on point because like essentially like that person, like the dad has their shit together versus like a lot of people that aren't dads and that like they're still like finding themselves like creating who they are as men versus someone who's a dad. They're forced to get their shit together, so they're on point.
So you're saying like that, I guess, because whoever is the father, whoever had children, some woman deemed them fit to be like, this guy can like, hold it down.
Yeah.
So other people will be like, oh, you know what? I think, I can fuck with that too.
Women just like see that dad is a good dad,
Yeah.
and they picture themselves in the woman's shoes. It's like their competitiveness in them, I guess, or like they're like women are jealous creatures by nature.
Yeah. Well, like in this area too, where we live now, it's like, you see a lot of like millennial dads not act like full adults. Like they still kind of dress young and act young, and it goes
Mhm.
along with their partner too. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of cool. Like you don't have to just because your dad or older statesman, you don't have to subscribe to being like, I gotta fucking tuck my shit in and stay home and
Let's give some examples
But-
of cool art dads.
cool art dad. Well, funny enough, the term came from Emery Tremaine and A Side from what's that? No Vacancy in the brand. Well, originally it was coined from Kanye.
Is that related to No Vacancy in
No.
Hollywood?
I wish it was
Separate place. Separate place.
No Vacancy in
You
Coffin
would
Corners.
say like Virgil was an art dad, right?
Virgil's an art dad, but I think the original term's coined by like, Kanye during his like Madison Square Garden showing for Pablo. I think season 2, I believe. And he's the one who coined the term. Is like, hey, I could be old and still be like the guy and cool. You know what I mean? But like, still dress like a dad, but like make it cool, and like that fed into the whole like normcore dad shoe era of like clothing.
Yeah. I feel like also with dads, it comes like in women, it comes down to like they see you as something that's like more unattainable.
Really?
So like with dads, like I myself I'm in a relationship. Like I'm
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll curve.
I didn't know
I'll
that.
curve. Well,
You're not on the market?
no, dude.
Ladies, please stand away. He's not.
Okay,
He's not
so
available.
you're not a dilf, bro. You're a
No,
bachelor.
no, but
You're
like
a fucking bachelor.
no. But my point is like every like guys for women.
only on the weekends.
Guys for women are very attainable, but when they have kids, and now that guy has the qualities of being a provider,
Yeah.
being nurturing towards their kids, and all those other positives.
Yeah.
But also they're now they can't. Those are more unattainable to those women.
I wish we had
They're
like a
gonna only
resident
be
female
more-
correspondent. I mean, like sort of, but not really. I wonder if like it's just something sexual about like seeing an older man and like it's put together and it's like a professional and it's just like I don't know, because we always hear about like that Carl Jung like rite of passage. Like if you're dressing, are you a cool dad? And it's like, oh, you haven't like elevated yourself. But like, how does a girl look at that? I don't know. It's like you have to look old and feel old, and or you have to like, can you look old and be young? It's like,
But also,
youth,
like
right?
being
Everyone's obsessed with
being
youth.
a dad and being put together and like having your shit on point is more of a rarity.
well, I heard some people say that just because you have a child and work a 9 to 5, that you're not a man.
Make you mature,
Does it
apparently.
make you mature?
It doesn't make you like just because you have kids.
I hope that guy that's listening and we're talking about listens to this point and comments.
just
How you know we have good retention?
well, just because you
We
have
love you.
kids doesn't make you more of a mature man than everybody else that doesn't have kids. But I would say that definitely you become a more mature person as an individual than what you.
I think
were
it speeds up the
before.
process, right? It's like trial by fire. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, wake up and you got like responsibilities and whatnot. But I don't know. What is the dad swag to you?
Dad swag.
Yeah.
Like, what's your flyest iteration of dad swag?
Like from like a pop culture standpoint, like
From
do
a
I wear New
Mr.
Balances?
Brosty standpoint.
Yeah, like if you could just like if everything could be delivered to
Matthew
your house
Bros,
tomorrow.
2022, a new father. What is the go-to outfit?
What is the go-to outfit? You know, I got my New Balances on. You know,
New 990?
no, I have a New Balance collab with Slow Tide. It's like these white sneakers that are I love the look of them. But
Okay. Comfy as hell, right?
but they're not super like the way when you look at them, they're not like super dad shoes, but they are New Balances, so they're like
They're the New Balance skate one, right?
yeah, they're kind of like
New Balance
they're-
skate?
like a
They make
skate
skate
surf
shoes.
kind of sneaker. So Slow Tide's like I believe that they're even like a towel brand or something like that.
Oh, really?
But it brings like a beachy vibe.
Well, this
to
is
the
our
house.
resident New Balance correspondent here. So what's up with that?
It's a collab. I think it's one of the New Balance like skateboard. They have a
Yeah.
skateboard line because the shoes are so cushiony, like they absorb the shock.
Yeah.
I've seen them on Brost before. They're pretty sick. It has like a beachy vibe to it, like a not nautical, but like more of a surfer kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are dope though. It's the white.
You don't
with, like,
you don't
the,
subscribe to like the New Balance running shoes? Like
I mean,
957s, 990s.
like the Steve Jobs ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wear running shoes unless I'm gonna go run.
Functional.
You're a functional guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how does it feel like a person like me or Bias, we wear a lot of functional shit and don't do anything functional? Like I like to wear like, let's say Arc'teryx, but I'm never gonna climb a fucking mountain.
like Gore-Tex and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I love
Exactly.
that shit. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dropping like
Like,
I'm dropping
like
bands on
hiking-
Gore-Tex knowing that it's only gonna drizzle in LA.
Like when I wear hiking sneakers to go pop bottles.
Yeah,
Like,
DM boots, bro, fire. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm never going to the Cortina in Italy and going skiing.
Like, I mean, I feel like you're wearing it for a fashion statement.
Yeah, but I always tell
But-
people it's like, why do you guys like cars full option? That's it. I like the option of it. You know,
But I feel like you can make a fashion statement while you're being functional as well.
but I know, but it's no different than like driving a Ferrari. You're like, I'm not going to the track and drive this motherfucker. Like, it's a Ferrari. You know what I mean? I like the option that it goes very fast. Like, am I gonna use the 800 horsepower on the car? No, you're probably gonna die. But like, I got a Ferrari. That's like the same thing with like clothes. Like, I might not scale, fucking, I don't know, in St. Bart's or ski, but like, I like the option.
Yeah.
You think I'm crazy right now, probably.
just in case you have to.
No, man. I mean, Gore-Tex is obviously like you're about to go into an avalanche or something with some
Yeah, I
Gore-Tex.
love it. I don't know.
Well, in the words
Or
of Frank
prepared
Ocean,
for an avalanche.
It's like, don't you want the new Hummer EV? Is like that thing's like for the apocalypse, but
Yeah, dude. Like doing the crab walk.
yeah, it's like, do you need it? It's like, no, but I love the option.
I also love the Tesla Cybertruck.
Well, when is it coming out? I have a deposit, and I feel like it's never gonna come out.
2024.
Elon will deliver.
Elon Daddy, let's go.
You think that the richest man in the world is not going to deliver on something that he promised like that?
He hasn't delivered on Twitter.
Well,
You stop paying rent on Twitter in San Francisco at the HQ.
I feel like Twitter was almost like a side hustle thing.
Is it?
For
You think a
Elon.
multi-billion dollar
Like, he
company's a
was-
side hustle?
like,
I
he-
guess for him, he's just
he purchased
an elite person.
it because Twitter was being an inconvenience to him, and he's like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just.
I
gonna
feel
buy
like
it."
you're rich as shit. It's like when you look at something like, yeah, I'll buy it.
You're just bored.
It's like when Amazon looks at not Amazon, Jeff Bezos looks at like, the Washington Post. He's like, it'd be kind of cool to own like a newsprint. It's like it's cool.
Why not?
Now I heard he's like buying the Commanders with Jay-Z. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is putting a bid to buy the Washington Commanders with
You mean
Jay-Z.
the Washington Redskins?
I mean,
That would have brought more
I mean-
reference to me if you said the Reds.
oh, so you don't acknowledge Commanders?
Well, I mean,
oh,
I do.
no, that's like
I do-
two against one here.
I do acknowledge the Commanders.
What if
but,
it was
like,
Washington
off the
Yellowskins?
hip-
Would you
off
prefer
the-
that too?
Off the hip, off the hip, like I'm not gonna recognize that yet. It just hasn't been synthesized yet.
What if it was like the Washington Dagos?
Yeah, it was like Washington Yellowskins.
We're bringing it to the
Yeah.
Dagos.
Yeah, I mean, you're an Italian male, right? So, what if it was like the Italian Wops? You're like, oh, okay, let's go.
The Washington
Or the
Wops.
Washington Wops. Washington Wops. That got a ring to it.
But it's not, so it hasn't been brought.
It's like, I like it when it's not me, you know? Okay, so like, functional everything. All right.
I feel like it should be functional, but it should
With
still
that
look good.
mindset, do you wear jeans, right? You wear jeans?
Yeah.
Okay, jeans were meant for mining and outdoor like things.
When's
Like,
the last time you panned for some gold?
yeah, you wear jeans, but
I've
you don't
actually,
wear.
I've actually been looking into panning some gold.
What the fuck is wrong with
This
you? Anything to get away
as
from
just a pastime.
anything to get away from the girls. Like, yeah, I'm gonna like pan for gold, so don't leave me leave me alone.
I'll
Like
be gone
4
for
days.
4 days.
Why is 4 days a number? It's like I'll be gone for like 4 days.
It's just
Nah,
enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like if you're wearing like the like the Gore-Tex and shit, and like or like you're wearing the jeans and you're going out and you're going mining, like that's all cool. But jeans are also versatile and they don't have to be just because it was originally intended for that doesn't mean that that's the only.
So things can like evolutionize to a different state, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like art. Like it could change into a different state and different interpretation.
Right.
Well, you guys know
That's an art dad for you guys.
You guys know the famous quote from Frank Ocean, right?
What?
Look like I'm dressed for a hike, but I'm really in Paris and shit.
Where you seen that famous photo? He's in the Mammut, the Swiss Alpine gear,
No,
head to toe. Yeah.
it's like the hoodie, right?
Yeah, Frank Ocean had a Gorpcore phase. So there's this new trend, where like people dress in like, let's say, outdoor gear, head to toe, and never even see a fucking snow.
I never see dirt.
How do you feel about that?
I think
What's your
that's
take on
whack.
that? That's whack. I think that's fire. I love that shit.
Well, I mean, like
I want to wear Arc'teryx and go to my shower and put it on. Be
if I'm walking,
yeah.
if I'm walking in the streets of LA,
Yeah.
and I see someone wearing a North
That's what I'm
Face.
talking about. That's what I'm talking
And
about.
I see someone wearing.
That's
If
what
I
we're
see
talking
someone
about,
wearing something like that, like a down feather jacket.
Bro, I want to wear down
and
feather
it's-
in
and it's
shorts.
75 degrees outside. I'm just gonna say you look.
Bro,
like a
I have an
fucking clown.
affinity of wearing shorts with anything. I want to wear a down like jacket, with shorts. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, but you could have easily looked way better in something that wasn't just so ridiculous.
Like I love wearing a down feather like jacket and I like Oxford collar shirt and just regular like chino shorts and high dress socks and derby shoes. You think I'm kidding? I swear to God, I'd wear this. I
mean,
do wear this. I live that life.
It's like if the little kids from
Bro, I wear varsity jackets with shorts. I wear
I mean-
anything in shorts. I wear
I mean-
suits and shorts. You know this. I live that fucking life.
what's that one movie where they put the pig's head on a spit?
That's
Piggy.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much saying he wants to dress like the Lord of the Fly
Like,
kids.
I
with
dress
one of these
like
on top.
a UK schoolboy
with a North Face
Gorpcore on
Supreme
top. You know what I
on
mean?
top.
I just think that that's just ridiculous.
Yo, what
I
if
mean, like,
one of your girlfriends
if
says
we're-
like, what kind of garments? My bitch's garments are worth more than your car, bitch.
All right,
you know
all
what
right.
I mean?
all right. If we're going
I don't
out,
know.
if we're going, if we're going,
single.
if we're going out to like,
Single for the day.
let's say we're going out to a bar
Yeah.
or something, and
Yeah.
like you're wearing that, like you're wearing something to garner some kind of attention. to
No, I
where-
dress
So
for
he's
dudes.
peacocking.
I dress for dudes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
dress for
You're,
dudes.
you're peacocking.
That's the thing, though.
and some girl,
Guys like to say
some-
like, oh, like guys like us, I guess, like,
Well-
like, oh yeah, I'm dressing to get girls. Like, yeah, that's like a latent effect of dressing for other dudes.
some chick is gonna approach you. Some chick is gonna
I've
approach
been there.
you and
We
be
all
like,
been there.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you wearing like?
Because who's gonna know the
You're gonna be
off-white clap?
questioned.
Only another dude is gonna know that. You know what I
Give me
mean?
a question as to why. you're
Yeah,
wearing
it's like, oh, do you got the Tiger Woods mock neck? Like, only another dude will wear that. Like, guys will flex and be like, yo, I'm gonna get all the ladies.
Are you
It's like,
looking for the why though?
why?
Like why are you wearing that? Like, are you looking for that question so that you can explain like your
The why
expression?
is like because I want to.
I don't think people will
Right.
ask him why. I think people will either just say like, let's either fly, or they're gonna look at it and be like, what the fuck is he wearing?
This is like the light stages of like free market capitalism. We do shit because like gotta run up the tab. You know what I mean? It's like people say like I hate capitalism. I'm like, do you like hip hop? They'd be like, yeah, I like hip hop. I'm like, well, that's a glorification
gonna
of capitalism.
Are you gonna start sweating when you're wearing that?
Maybe. You know what? But I'm gonna sweat and look good. You know what I mean? The French have this saying, it's like, if I'm gonna die today, might as well die looking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the
And you don't know when you're gonna die,
French
so
were
look
dressed
good every day.
in some suits on the battlefield.
Oh, bro, do you think I don't wear suits and shorts? I wear like
What are the
a collared
flies?
shirt and a blazer and shorts.
All right, what if the French dude in the Revolutionary War was wearing suits and shorts?
I don't
on the
know.
battlefield?
You tell me, boss. But didn't the French help us in the 1776 with their ships and like naval support?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but what does that have to do with wearing shorts?
it's a 1-for-1 trade.
It's kind of like when they
I'm
brought
gonna bring
margarine
the
into the
shit,
mix.
You let me wear the fucking
Fuck, sure.
shorts.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
You're like, I'll teach us how to dress. You just help us win
Okay.
this shit.
All right, so I guess how do you feel about the like aestheticization of shoes for dads? So like this is whole like dad shoe swag. Want to explain this to bros?
We got 5 minutes, guys. We got to wrap up soon. But the dad swag, big fucking chunky shoes, the New Balances, the Sambas, the fucking Birkenstocks, anything you would see a dad wearing, anything your dad has worn
Yeah.
in the past is what's popping right now. Like, there's a lot of people fucking wearing these two shoes, the Boston Birkenstocks and the Sambas right here. I know you fuck with football,
Yeah.
so you're familiar with the Samba.
Yeah, of course.
Now people are wearing them as
Fashion statement.
yeah, as fashion statements.
I mean, I've done that before.
The other
I
day, I,
think those
was
are cool
at the
shoes.
road downtown LA, and this girl was wearing this shoe, and she was like strictly highlighting the shoe against the pavement. It's like girls that don't even, not even girls, but like just people in general have like, I don't know, like they could look cool and like have it like I said, original intention, but like they can have that intention removed and just wear it for straight aesthetics, right?
Yeah, I don't know why people are aspiring to. I didn't even know, but like I don't know why people are aspiring for like a dad look. Maybe they're just looking for like that, like being like a dad vibe, but without any of the responsibility of actually being a dad.
Oh, so you take offense to it?
I would say like if I saw
Because an art dad would be like, I like it because it's just like it's I don't know.
if the
glorification
trend
to
took it further,
You consider yourself an art dad?
an art dad.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a label, but I mean,
You don't do labels,
but by
so you never want to get married.
but I guess others may consider me an art dad.
Okay, no art dad. I think it's like
It's a good thing.
I think so. I think
Like-
you're an art dad.
Angela
But
Box
can
and our
you-
dad.
Can you be an art dad without being a dad?
Yeah, 100%. It's just like a misnomer label. It's just like something more like an ethos.
People are calling themselves whatever they want these days. They,
Yeah.
them, thee, she. Well, be a dad if you want.
So
And now it's
like,
with the pros.
Yeah. My pronouns are pay me.
Always. I live by 2 words. Fuck you, pay me.
I heard the orange box cutter makes the world go round.
I don't know. I think art dad's more so like just because you're not youthful doesn't mean you have youthful energy. That's what I think it is.
Because I feel like, look, think of like Hajati or what's his face, Johnny Biedenharn. They'll be art dads. They don't even need to have kids, but the older they get, they'll be art dads with their energy.
I think so. Yeah. You know?
that's like the spirit they're trying to encompass. Right? What I'm trying to get.
I don't know if
across.
the example
Oh,
of a
I
person.
want my buddy to get old, you know? I don't want you to get old,
art
bro. I want
dad?
you to be like, hey, you can still hang. You know what I mean? Like,
Forever young.
we all know that, like, person would be like, oh, he got off and got old. You know what I mean? It's like, no, he's like, it's still the hang.
Don't stop skating, Brost.
Rick, this
I
is
think
like a
there's-
fucking psychotherapist.
I think that there's
Hey,
that like all right. So people are having kids less and less nowadays. I think that there's like a natural evolution of a man to naturally gravitate towards that kind of style.
You think that being an art dad, it's like not the rite of passage to being a father?
I don't think that's anything to do with being a father.
I don't think it does. I said it's more of like a youthful presence. Yeah.
I feel like it's people like holding on, gripping on to something.
Is that sad? I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Hard cut though. Our sponsors gotta say some shit.
Like,
Thank you to our mid-time sponsor, Protect Philippe. We really appreciate what you guys have been doing for us.
But Tech Philippe, that's our new sponsor now. Let's go.
7-Eleven.
Tiffany bezel, to be exact.
Why you don't want to be sponsored by Rolex?
Nah, it's just whack. Pre-owned Rolexes? Who the fuck wants that? I do.
So, bro, so you hear about this new program where they have like official pre-owned Rolexes that you could purchase from the actual company.
Yeah, so you can get an official pre-owned Rolex, but like the price, the markup on them is like it's crazy, dude. Compared to like,
Oh, really? Yeah.
if you like you can get.
Do they have a dedicated
you can
website
get-
already?
You can get box and papers from like an aftermarket dealer for like in say thousands.
But in a weird way, like they're also handling the gray and like premium market because they have a resale. So like they could dictate the price of the actual resale value of the watch.
Right.
So like they could reappropriate the price. Like if they think it's like 20,000, then now it's like every single gray market dealer or premium dealer would be like, well, Rolex says it's 20, so that's the baseline.
But also,
what I mean?
like a big problem is like the fakes are so good
Yeah, true.
that like they're struggling to be able to identify. That's why like they came out with it because
Yeah.
the fakes are getting so crazy.
I like
Have you
it like
guys
in
heard
the
of
security measure.
Frankenstein's?
Frankenstein's? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, where like they piece together a watch.
Yeah, so the Frankenstein is where the inside, the movement is false, but the outer is real, is legit.
Yeah.
So they're able
That
to get
happened
away
to
with
John Mayer. John Mayer actually like accidentally bought a Frankenstein watch, and when he got a service, they told him like, you know, the insides are foo-foo.
So that happened to my pops.
Okay.
One of the Panerai he gave me for like when I graduated high school,
Yeah.
it was a Frankenstein. He didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I took it to what was that?
Panerai to get it serviced?
No, the big watch store on 57th Street by the Nike.
Tornu.
Torno. I took it to
Yeah.
Torno, and I was like, "Hey, can you guys clean this for me?" And I wanted it cleaned. They gave it back to me. Like, there's an air bubble in there. We can't touch it.
You're like, I
I'm
don't
like-
want to be caught
Yeah,
cleaning
I'm like,
this. Like,
"Oh,
it means
fuck."
we're acknowledging that we serviced Oh, Fufu, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, we can't do anything. And I was like, okay, thank you.
So when you found out, what did like? How did you react?
It was a free watch for me, so I'm just like, what
So
the
how
fuck?
did your dad react then?
I told him, and he was like, what the fuck? So he called his dealer and was like, yo, you gave me a bad one. Like, so they told him, like, give me the watch back and they'll help him out with it. But
do you never go back to that dealer? Because like, if one watch got caught, then like all the watches are tainted
he
now.
never went back to that guy. He got his money back, and he was just like, okay.
That guy needs to be put down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like,
that guy was out of Vegas.
Do you like how Rolex is kind of like, I won't say interfering, but like they're putting their hand in the resale market. It's like they're actively acknowledging their like watches are like treated like stocks.
I mean, I feel like they should authenticate. They should be able to authenticate a watch.
Well, you could have done that
quality
now.
control.
Usually, you can do that even now. Like you can authenticate a watch for like a certain amount of fee. You know what I mean? But now it's just like you're getting from the horse's mouth. I don't know. It's like the same thing that
I
happened.
feel like you get a level of comfortability when you're purchasing it,
a
knowing
level of
that
insurance too, right? It's like, hey, like
it's like buying a certified pre-owned Mercedes or a BMW.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, or like same with like
Do they give you like a car that says it's certified pre-owned?
I'm sure they do, or just like some type of like button.
They put a sticker on top that you can remove. Because like
I'm
my
pretty sure the
pops,
paperwork too comes from them.
he bought a demo BMW from like when they first released the X6 back in 2010 or something, and it was like the demo car they sent to Sterling BMW in Newport.
Yeah.
To showcase the new model once it hit the floor.
Yeah.
So the owner of the dealership drove it around for like 2 weeks, decided he didn't like it, and they put it back on the floor. So he was able to nab a demo model for like 20% off.
I mean, that's good. I mean, it's like for cars, it's fine. Like it's still good to drive.
So hopefully the same thing happens in the watch world, where it's like
there's shoes already.
I would
the
say
quality control.
It's definitely worth it when you get up to like the higher price points, like if you're getting like a presidential Rolex, and like
Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's gonna honestly, they think they're gonna have like a reappropriation of the price in the secondary market. But I also think people that actually now just like the watch don't care about like the actual like of inflation of the watch in the future markets. Like if you just love the watch, I think it's opportunity for people to actually just want to get the watch. It's like I just want it because I actually just genuinely love it.
Because I really want to get a Wimbledon. Those things are fucking expensive.
Wimbledon. What's up with that?
It's the Rolex. I think it's a day date or a day just. But it's
Don't
called
tell that
Wimbledon.
to Brost. He loves the day date.
So
that's his shit.
So whoever wins the Wimbledon match, men's and women's, they give them the silver.
Same with the U.S. Open. They give you like a Rolex. Yeah, they give you Rolex. Yeah.
So they give them the
with
watch
the stamp in the back, like U.S. Open champion.
Exactly. So it has the Jubilee band, and then it has the Wimbledon green.
You're getting Brost right. He loves Jubilee.
It's fucking
band.
dope,
Who doesn't though? Jubilee band just feels like 1980s.
And they have it with gold too, if you want.
It's just like it's got like a level of like anytime you buy a Rolex and like you compare like the same exact watch, but one has a Jubilee and the other one has an oyster bracelet. Yeah. The Jubilee is obviously going to go for more money.
I think oyster has more desirable.
Yeah,
is it more desirable?
I mean, I guess it comes from person to person, but for like from a market standpoint, the Jubilee is.
I love Jubilee. It's like it has like that 1980s banker aesthetic. You know what I mean? But like the oyster, it sometimes feels too rugged to me because like it's like a tool watch. I know that the Submariner traditionally has an oyster watch. Like that's like the only model I like with the oyster bracelet.
Not all of them have the Jubilee though.
No, you can add it on to most watches though. Oh, that's the Wimbledon. I agree. Outline numerals.
That's like a stainless steel Datejust with just like the green dial. I mean the green numbers
with the numeral. Yeah. Roman numeral.
And this is their gaudier version.
This is the Waleed version.
This is the Waleed version
with the 18 karat.
Honestly, I like the steel. I always prefer steel over gold, though.
A lot cleaner.
I don't know.
Especially the Jubilee band.
Yeah,
I feel like I sport it
on the fit. You know, sometimes like if you're going to like a heavy hitter meeting or something like that, or like
you want to bring the presidential out?
Yeah, like
I don't know, dude.
With like a
I know the buck stops
dude,
there.
what's going on in like L.A. and New York is like working presidential out is like you gotta be ready. You know what I mean? Like someone's gonna be looking at that.
What about in London?
Dude, where presidential?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I saw that on Vice. Yeah,
did you see that, Brost?
What
in Europe, especially in London, because they don't have many guns over there.
Yeah,
people are running around with machetes and chopping off the arms. Like, let's say you have a nice watch, boom, give me your fucking arm and watch.
Well,
I don't know.
Don't be wearing a watch out in London.
Exactly. If you got a heavy hitter meeting,
but like, I mean, I'm from Orange County. If I'm out in Newport Beach, I'm gonna wear my presidential.
Is there any armed robbery in Newport Beach?
There was a South Coast.
I can see South Coast being hit
That's
up.
Costa Mesa, though. There's a difference.
Technically,
it's
Santa
out
Ana.
of the jurisdiction.
Technically, Santa
So
Ana.
Orange County, for you guys not involved in
Southern California.
Southern California, is like the county right below Los Angeles, and it's like what would you call it? Like the suburbs, right?
It's the suburbs of LA.
Yeah. But there's an area called South County within Orange County where all like the ballers live.
But like, I feel like they distinctly
Not anymore.
differentiated
Not anymore.
themselves.
Anymore.
So Costa Mesa is like their main mall where everyone buys all the designers, all the watches, all the purses. It's like number one or number two
Number one
mall
grossing
in
Louis
the
Vuitton
world.
in the
Like
world, right?
they move more units than anybody else that I know of.
It's the number one Louis Vuitton, right? The boutique there.
Number two, number one or number two mall. Like they sell units.
Number one must be
But-
Cal.
Orange County, I feel like, has definitely differentiated themselves from like LA. There's definitely like the people that you come across from in Orange County are definitely different than the people from LA.
Okay,
Yeah, they're kinda whack.
Name them out. Name them out. Like, this is actually really interesting.
What do you mean name them out? You want me to name out specific people?
Like, same out attributes.
Give us vibes.
It was
All right,
wild.
so
Pick
LA
me a picture.
is obviously a lot more liberal of a city.
Okay.
Or-
What's that have to do with clothes? Like, is that like liberal as in clothing as well?
Like the clothing is a lot more like expressive
Okay.
versus Orange County is a lot more conservative.
Okay. But
Both like expressionally.
I've seen a lot of girls are half
ideological-wise.
naked in South County.
It doesn't-
Oh, yeah.
DH.
I mean-
DH. Dedicated hoes.
Are you talking about like on the beach and stuff?
in
Like
general.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't really see people here like coming in like Daisy Duke shorts and like a, I don't know, bikini top.
no, but that
Like a
also like
restaurant.
ties into kind of like the like a conservative vibe would also include like I would say like country music and things like that, and I
Yeah.
guess that's where like the Daisy Dukes and everything derive from.
Well, people were Daisy Dukes, but not with like bikini tops. I don't know. You
Shame
tell me.
on
You
them.
tell me more about Orange County. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, you know more, so tell me. Keep telling me.
So like
Shoot, baby.
but like at the same time in LA, they're wearing like the fucking hoochie dresses. They got the fucking BBLs. They got like
Look at You tell me there's no one in Orange County that has BBLs?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, but LA is just like it's completely different. You're like
Okay.
you're like looking at an entirely different vibe. Like
Uh-huh.
if you go out in OC,
Yeah.
and like you're going out to like let's say like the bungalow or something.
Uh-huh.
The people at the
Which
bungalow,
originated in Los Angeles, by the way.
whatever. It doesn't matter. You're going. Let's say. All right. Let's
Yeah.
bring it back. Let's say you
Goat
In
Hill.
the back.
Goat Hill.
Yeah.
Go Hill, Jesus Christ.
Go Hill is like the lower. Like that's a bottom feeding. That's a bottom feeding area to go.
I go 5-star. I go 1-star. I go Michelin star.
I've
All right,
gone
let's
to Go Hill
say you
before.
go
I've
to
gone
the
Go Hill.
Wild Goose,
Okay.
or let's say you go to like
These
the
are all
the Stag
in
Bar.
Newport
Costa
Beach?
Mesa,
Costa Mesa, Newport Beach?
Costa Mesa,
Okay.
Yeah.
Newport area.
You're not going to come across the
Foreign
same.
correspondent here, okay?
You're not going to come across the same kind of people as if you go out to like out
Javier's?
in LA. Like you're going out to the Standard. You're going out to the bungalow here. You're going out to
What, Poppies?
like
going
one,
out to One Oak.
what was One Oak, or
Hyde.
like the Hyde. Yeah,
Los
Or
Globos.
like they're
Harriet's.
like those people are
Pendry.
like you're coming across in LA. You're
Dime.
coming across like a lot of people that
Dirty
are like
Laundry.
The
influencers
Dime.
or
Vacancy
or,
Inn.
or like mostly honestly like,
Yamashiro.
wannabe influencers.
Medeo's.
Yeah, wannabe influencers or like people that are like saying that they're like a lot of like I would say like
People that have
wannabe-
podcasts.
Yo, real talk, who has prettier women, OC or LA?
I mean, every
Okay, we give you a pass right now. You're not going to get in trouble.
It's okay. You have diplomatic immunity.
I would
artistic, liberties.
Objective, you know what I mean? As if you're like a researcher.
I would say that my girlfriend is the most beautiful of them.
That's a great answer.
But if we're
You're a
talking,
smart man.
yeah, no,
I always knew you were smart.
if we're talking about like the quality of women in LA, I would
Define
say
qualities though. Like, it's like aesthetic or is it more like emotional?
the way
Don't
that
cancel us,
the way
we'll
that those
It's
women.
not canceling features. You're just talking about women.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
loves
no,
women.
no. I would
Women
say,
love women. You know.
like the girls from LA, like that, like live a different lifestyle. I would say than
Okay.
the girls from.
What kind of
OC.
lifestyle do they live?
His eyes
out
got
here?
real big when he said
No, I'm
lifestyle.
honestly, it's like lifestyles in Los
You
Angeles.
guys are segueing
lifestyle
into
in Orange County.
we might even have to cut this out.
Keep shooting. You know, that's what we do. We just keep shooting. You know
Come
what
on,
I mean?
Shooter McGavin.
Hey, sometimes we
the
hit,
girls-
sometimes we don't hit.
Hold
It's just
on.
like gambling. Sometimes
Hold
you
on.
hit and you don't hit. But you got to keep shooting.
It's like
Hold
that
on.
parlay.
If I was gonna like quote someone, maybe they say that the girls from LA are a little bit godless.
Godless. Okay. Really.
Godless.
And people, girls in Orange County are more.
From my
God-
personal experiences
fearing?
as well, like girls from Orange County come from like they didn't like girls from LA, like they come from all over the world, just fucking about that life.
Yeah.
Girls from OC generally come from OC.
I see.
They
What
come
you mean.
from
Like, LA is
they
more
come
like
they come from a
transplants,
they
per
come
se.
from like a family values. They have like
Believe in a nuclear family.
believe in a nuclear
Okay,
family.
What
They
about
wanna
those
get
with sketchy
married, they want to
childhoods?
have kids. You know, not all of them are like that, but I would say that that's a general.
What about the
It's a
sketchy
more
childhoods?
conservative culture.
Sketchy childhood.
Sketchy child.
No, but okay. So you're saying there's more God-fearing women, Orange County,
Yeah,
godless women in LA.
yeah. LA's full
The
of
real
like
question is:
OnlyFans.
does non-secularness and like improve or not improve on penis sucking?
I don't know what to use.
Because we went to a Catholic high school,
Yeah.
and Catholic girls, they have that stereotype, and they say
What do they say?
quote unquote, they say like Catholic schoolgirls got something to prove.
Catholic school boys.
I mean, if that will float your boat, I mean, you got to ask the Catholic priests how they feel about that. But
Listen, I was an altar boy. They tried to give me Jesus juice. I said no.
you think having fear of God improves or not improves this dick sucking ability?
I don't think it's related.
No correlation.
How great is our God?
So great that he can imbue powers amongst peoples to improve certain
okay.
attributes.
Back to fashion. Hard cut, guys.
No, but God fearing, godless involves fashion. I mean, so if you're God fearing, more conservative.
No, but like that
you
girl,
you
that
clothe
girl in
well.
LA. Like, so you go home with a girl from OC,
Okay.
and like that girl like wants to like that girl, unlike the girl from LA, is not going after you going to the homie's house, going and like being like, I just sucked John Mayer's dick.
I mean, good looking guy, great dresser,
Great watch collection.
acronym.
There actually is a
Isbim.
Rolex named the John Mayer.
Yeah. So you rather have a girl suck a random guy's dick than John Mayer's dick.
No.
So what's the point you're trying to make?
Yeah. What do you? Whose dick do you want to suck?
Who'd you respect more, a girl
would
that sucked
say
John
that-
Mayer's
I would-
dick or not John
I
Mayer's
mean,
dick?
if we're just gonna cut it down real simple, so we can just move on to the next topic.
Yeah,
hard
most
cut,
likely.
hard cut,
if,
hard
we're
cut.
gonna move on to the next topic.
This is gonna be a
The-
clip.
The
You wanted a clip? You got a clip.
the
Hey,
girls,
you want analytics? I'll show you fucking analytics.
the girls from LA are more
Hey, if you watch this video this long enough, you're getting rewarded right now.
the girls from LA are more akin to the streets than the girls from OC.
So like girls from Brentwood.
There's more of a
Great
street
street
life.
people.
There's more of a street life. Like you don't find the cut in OC. There's the cut in LA.
Yeah.
The cut shouldn't be an OC.
The cut should be everywhere.
Yeah.
Why is the cut not in OC?
You tell me every major city doesn't have an after hours joint that's like not like
OC has
legalized?
one. It's not as good as the cut
Yeah, no,
over here.
OC is a major city, bro. OC
Okay.
is a major city.
Okay.
But they don't have that
So if a girl's
type
from
of
like
godless
Calabasas or Bel Air from the street.
behavior. Well, she may have come from a wealthy family, but she may be trying to lead that life.
She belonged to the streets.
There's peer pressure.
Yeah. Less peer pressure in Orange County.
But I mean, like
Less peer pressure in Go Hill
across
Tavern.
females from LA, and they behave a whole different. They live a whole different life.
Yeah. What about that one hotel situation with the Pookie?
Yeah, like they're fucking smoking crack and fucking going to after
No,
hours clubs.
I never dated a girl that smoked crack. But that's a new experience I need to go down on. Hey babe, we want me to
Yo, this guy's chicer than we are. His girls smoke crack.
You're very modern actually. Think about that. That's like
Forward thinking.
that's modern. That's postmodern actually, if you think about it. You know what I mean? You're so open. You're like, drugs, it's all good, baby. Don't worry about that.
Whatever makes
got
you
you.
happy.
Well, no, it was more like she was saying that the other way around. Like, oh, like you want to know what this? You don't know what this is? I'm like, no, I don't know what the fuck crack is. And she's like, you don't want to know what this is.
So it'll scare you. It'll hurt
And
you.
lights it up. And lights it
Yo,
up.
when you told me that
With a
story,
blowtorch.
when you told me that story, I was at the airport in New York, and I literally died laughing. Everyone looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" Yo, this thing over here. You don't want to know what that is.
Okay, back to our scheduled programming,
We might
everybody.
cut that.
Dad shoes
We're cutting it, but it's gonna be a clip.
for the
For
Patreon.
ourselves.
For Patreon.
Nah, man, people got to hear this. Patreon, let's go. $100 Patreon.
The
Okay.
exclusive.
So dad shoes. Love them, hate them. How do you feel about
Do they
them?
wear dad shoes in Orange County?
Yeah.
I feel like the dad shoe has to meet certain criteria. It's got to be supportive.
Functional.
It's got to be functional.
100%.
You can't be getting bad arches after wearing a dad shoe.
Okay, 100%.
Arch support, crucial.
Hey,
No.
plantar fasciatus should not. You
No
should never have that
bunions,
after.
nothing,
Nothing.
like that.
No corns.
You gotta.
Straight, smooth feet.
But if we're talking about like the dad shoe for like the fashion sense, it's gotta have, you know, it's gotta have the aesthetic.
The aesthetic. Okay, but
So, like, what would your top 3 dad shoes be, Brost? You could
Um,
pick. You don't even have them in your closet, but they're gonna arrive tomorrow.
the New Balance he's wearing right now. That's one.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Slow
New
tide?
Sausalitos.
Balance, maybe some Air Maxes,
So Air Max.
Okay.
Oh, straight comfort. Really comfy shoe.
some
I don't
Air
think they're
Maxes,
comfy, but okay.
or dad shoe. We're looking at. I mean, if we're looking at pure comfort, I would say like the number one most comfortable.
That shoe is all about first comfort and functionality.
I mean, like it might even. It's not in that spectrum, but
Yeah.
the Yeezy 350 has to be the most comfortable.
They're pretty fucking comfy.
They are
That has
comfortable.
to be.
They look like shit.
Yeah,
but
how
they're
do you
comfy.
feel-
Dads won't buy it simply because of the price point of them.
Yeah.
But if those were mass produced at a more attainable price, that would be the number one dad shoe.
Yo, how do you feel about Adidas re-releasing Kanye's shoes without Ye in the name, like Yeezy Supply? It's just like Adidas on the shoe
I feel like they are
because they have intellectual property on his designs, right? Because they're made under their roof.
I feel like it's just a bitch move.
Do you think they're gonna sell? I really want to see if they're gonna move units the same way. I think
Well,
I don't know. What do you?
They
Think?
won't sell on the same level without Yeezy's name on it.
Okay, what
I
do you
think they'll
think?
sell at a 50% rate.
Or
like-
you think you're gonna pull down the price? I think they're
No,
gonna
no,
maintain the
they're
same
not gonna
price.
pull on the
And
price.
see how the market reacts. Then they'll adjust.
They're gonna keep the retail as
price.
this, but let's just say if Kanye's name was attached to it, minus all the bullshit he's been going through, it would sell. Let's just say 1 million units would sell out.
Okay.
It'll probably sell
Um,
out. They'll get to 500,000 units and still have half of the
So you
inventory still
believe
there.
the design is stronger than the person designing it? I mean, like Kanye
No, no,
has
no,
the name,
I
right?
think the person's stronger than the design. Like I think
Okay.
it'll still sell.
It's still influencer led. You believe?
but
Yeah.
it's not going to break records like before. It's not going to shift the paradigm, as
Okay.
Kanye would say.
Yeah. I'm really interested in how's it gonna come out. Like, you know what I mean? It's I don't know. I can see why he's angry at how like, oh, like, you know, I'm intellectual property, but he knowingly knew he was collaborating with Adidas, and I'm pretty sure they're in the forefront and saying, like, you know, if you design under our roof, it is our design. Like just like any other artist that designs with Nike, Reebok, whatever have you. You know what I mean? But we'll see how they do. I guess we'll see how the market reacts, per se.
I think some of the dad shoes are going to die moving forward.
You think?
I
Oh,
think
you think
so.
that's going to be L in 2023?
Not a complete L. It's going to be more selective. Like the 550s, done for. I think so. Even
Okay.
though I love them. I think they're done.
Babe, get rid of your 550s.
Or just keep them. Just keep them as you know, put them back in the closet, bring them out in like a couple months or
No,
a
get
couple
rid
years.
of them. Get rid of them.
Because
Renew
I
yourself.
got a pair of Panda Dunks, but I'm stocking them for like
So
3-4 years.
do you think the dad shoes are going to die, or do you think?
Well, he
that,
claimed that the dad shoe is
that,
going to
like-
come down this upcoming
I think it's
year.
going to slow down.
So you think that the basketball type shoe sneaker is going to come back, or do you think that sneakers are going to be left?
Well, 550 New Balance was originally a basketball sneaker, right?
Yeah,
So,
that was a basketball shoe from like the 80s. But going on what you're saying, I think it'll be more of like a mix of loafers, anything that's other than a sneaker, and secondary will be the sneakers.
You think we're living in the post-sneaker era?
Yeah,
I think we're heading towards a post sneaker.
We've said it before in other episodes, and we're not
Yeah,
the only
I
ones to
mean-
say it.
I mean, look what you pulled up with now. You came up in like
In
boots.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
myself personally, I mean, like I can't wear just like sneakers to work. Really,
Yeah.
like I gotta come in like nice like boots, dress shoes.
I think with the dad shoe came like the normcore trend. You know what I mean? Where it's like a rejection of extravagance, like rejection of like dressing to like crazy extent, like very much peacocking or
like Oscar Wilde in that new movie, or Oscar Isaac. I mean Oscar Wilde.
oh yeah, that one show,
on the one on
Scenes of a
Netflix.
Marriage, something like
yeah,
that.
where all of his outfits were super normcore. But
Yeah,
they
I
were dope.
think we're heading towards that, and like that goes along with like upcycling and vintage finding, and I think that's going to continue definitely in 2023. So I think people are still going to continue with the dad swag. I mean, as far as like dad swag and dad shoes, I think it's just like we're taking a moment of time where like I think like he said, I think function is a good support, but I think comfort number one. You know what I mean? Especially if we're in a down year, it'd be kind of obtuse to dress so like peacocky,
Yeah.
right? People kind of look at you side. We kind of look at like people like over the time, over the holidays, like TikToks are like, oh, holiday haul, right? Everyone's just like, I want to fucking look at you buy Birkins while I can barely afford shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of weird.
displaces people.
So I think we're going to see more of like a pullback on extravagance in the next coming year. Because there's going to be a recession, or we're in a recession already.
People are
It's
just
gonna
inevitably going to be spending less.
less, yeah. So
like,
and then influencers are going to catch on to that, and they're going to be like, I can't be flexing as much, right? It won't commute.
the
with
hype
people.
is going to go down.
Well, the hype will shift to something more like normal, I guess, quote unquote normal, whatever that is.
So normcore, people spending less and less extravagance is what you're seeing, or what you think is.
That's what I think is
Let's
going to
not
happen.
Let's not buy the Yeezys. Let's buy a 120 unit apartment complex.
All
On the
right.
low.
Does it come with being a man and having character, looking yourself in the mirror?
Does it come with Carhartt or Dickies?
It comes with a nice piece of cash flow coming into your bank.
It doesn't come with like taking girls out every night and just like saying like I work really hard.
I don't think that it takes a lot of necessarily day-to-day work that's going to come out of you, but running, like if you get an apartment complex versus owning like a nice pair of shoes, I think that you're diverting your attention to something more urgent with the market.
Well, speaking of development, did you hear about how Dickies is like considered like almost like a faction?
Before we get into
Luxury
Dickies,
line.
our other sponsor, Vacheron Constantin, has something to say. Thank you to American Express. What a lovely sponsor. We appreciate all the money you send us.
Black too, not to the platinum or gold.
Who the fuck uses platinum?
Me.
The platinum card does have like some good points.
That's
It's
some
like
perks.
almost the same benefits as the black, honestly.
Minus the cost.
If I ever had to get the opportunity to get a black, I want to do it for like 1 year. I'm like, oh yeah, I did that just to be like overrated. Go back to platinum. You know what I mean?
Just so I can keep the black card for like chopping purposes.
Yeah, but I'll take so many photos with it. It'd be like, back in my day, kids, I had a black, then go back to platinum. That's the finesse right there. You know what I mean?
So hard cut. Super hard cut. The hardest cut of them all.
The hardest cut in a snowstorm.
Dickies. Love them, hate them. Everybody's fucking wearing them right now, and everybody's collabing with them.
Or
I
Dickies
just
the
bought
cut.
Dickies down the street from here, bro.
Yeah, I did. You hooked me up with that. I appreciate that.
Do you love
Um,
Dickies as the cut more than you love the cut?
I mean, dicks. I love dicks. Dicks are great. You know what I mean?
Clip that.
No, keep it in. Fast forward. No, don't pause it. Fast forward. Lead into
He
it.
wants you to make a short out of
Run
that.
that back.
But I've seen a lot of clouds with them right now.
Dicks. Sporting goods.
And every girl's wearing them with the waistband turned inside out.
They got the hips for it. It don't lie. I can see that happening.
Yeah. Fuck, who haven't they collabed with? Brain Dead?
Mastermind, Gucci recently came out. How do you feel about
What kind of Dickies are people wearing though? Are we
the
talking
pants,
about like
the
the
pants?
So
Ones you used to wear to
not
school.
like the extra length shorts that like go down to
these
your
are strictly just the
mid-shin
plain pants,
with like
the ones that don't have the phone pocket on the
with, like,
side, or the double
low,
knee, or the double knee one.
the low pocket down like the
No. We're talking about the plain one, the slacks in a way. Yeah,
874, I think is the model.
yeah. So
number.
look at this guy. Fucking look at the big brains on bias. Foreign correspondent, genius.
But yes, everybody's walking them, bro. I saw him in Europe. I've seen him over
It comes
here.
with the DeWalt.
I know the homies love the dicks.
Yeah.
Homies love the dickies.
Homie
bro.
loves the dicks. You know what I mean? You ever wear dicks back in the day?
No.
No?
You didn't wear dickies in school?
No,
Dude,
I didn't
navy
wear dickies.
blue and
Dude,
beige, the best.
I was a private school kid, and we had a very, very strict uniform.
I had a uniform too, but I would wear dickies. I would never buy from like Vicky Marshall or something like that.
Yeah, our
Vicky Marshall was where my uniform came from.
Are you saying you're better than me?
I mean, I'm not saying. Are you saying it?
I'm saying dicks are better.
Dickies are better than Vicky Marshall.
Dicks, yeah. Dicks are better than Vicky.
their workwear, they last.
Dickies better than Vicky.
I would say that Dickies had like a more crisp,
Starchy
textile.
feel? Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
to
I
it
like that.
versus like the Vicky Marshall were.
They get broken in, they get faded very easily.
Yeah,
You know
they're,
what I
they're
mean?
meant to take a beating of like
yeah.
kids like shitting in their pants and like.
I never seen a
all
lot of
that
dudes shit
shit.
their pants.
Silver-toothed kids wearing dickies.
What does that mean? What does that mean for people that don't know what a silver-toothed child is?
Oh, silver-toothed child is an individual that has a silver cap over their teeth. Probably wearing black Air Force Ones and doing bad
I mean,
shit.
Doing the Lord's work,
What
some
kind
might
of
say.
kids? What kind of kids had the silver teeth? If you were to describe.
The ones that wear dickies.
The one that their parents
What was
have
their-
a DeWalt.
What was their background?
Sketchy childhood.
Carpentry,
Car-
mechanics,
carpentry, construction, plumber,
Okay, but on that same note,
A mother who has
How
no
do you-
self-control.
gardener.
how do you? Whoa, chill. Okay, you took it too far.
What demographic are you describing? Right?
Hardworking people, okay, people, the backbone of America. Honestly,
Carhartt.
hey, some people say, you know what? What's that joke? I think Schultz had this joke. Andrew Schultz, by the way, shouts out. It was just like he doesn't believe that the Israelites built the pyramids.
Is it
It was
Mexicans
like
did it?
it's like yeah, he said Mexicans built the pyramids because just like if you go to like Mexico City, they have their own pyramids. You know what I mean?
So they contracted them out and flew.
yeah,
them out.
yeah. I was like, if
They flew them
if
out.
there really were Israelites, they'd be like they were smart enough to subcontract
So-
it out and give it to,
So
to the
in
Mexicans and build it.
similarity to today, they had the shipping containers.
They were just boats back then, you know?
You know, and it's just like that's why they say legal aliens built it.
So
Like aliens.
they had some kind of Egyptian Home Depot back in the day.
100%.
So if there was no
100%.
containers, was there trip al fresco?
It's weird, and then like it's weird enough they milked their contract and all the like budget of it, and they siphon money out.
We're gonna have to cut that out.
no, we're not going to strike it from the
Did
record.
they do some
okay?
Jewish lightning?
I mean, it's not beneath them.
Or above them?
No, but so if you take the God, I lost track. Okay, how do you feel about like luxury brands? You know, using a brand like Dickies of like let's say it's a brand of the people. It really is.
Or Carhartt.
So you're talking
we
about
all have Dickies.
collabs?
We all love the quality. 100%. It lasts forever. It doesn't even fade. Like it's a beautiful product. Honestly, it's you go to Japan, they treat Dickies like a luxury item because
it's
it is
a
a luxury item.
I think that the fashion industry is finally coming to respect the quality.
So how do you feel about like
Of the
just the trend of like high end luxury brands just giving a wink and nod and actually designs towards workwear?
I think that like if a luxury brand is putting out like Carhartt, if they're putting out
You're not putting out
North
Carhartt,
Face,
but like they're putting out
Dickies.
same products, either doing collabs with Carhartt or Dickies or like Ben Sherman, or they're making like products that are very much similar to their products that they push. Like where were we at the other day? Mason Kitsune, and they had double knee pants. Mason Kitsune is a very expensive brand, and then they have like double knee pants like Carhartt, right? It's like, how do you feel about like? You think they're appropriating work culture? Like, do you look at like work clothes as ironic?
Well, they're never going to be used for their true purpose in those sense.
That's what makes it
Yeah.
ironic,
Yeah.
though, right? Like, and like irony builds like postmodern aesthetic,
I
and
mean,
that's what
like,
makes it art. I don't know, right? Like,
I feel like that
As an art dad.
I feel like those brands like Dickies and stuff could have come out with their own shit on their own. Like they could have branded themselves differently. Like Tim's. As an
No, but I
example.
think they brand themselves correctly because like they're the go-to
What do
brand
you
for a
think
lot
of
of people.
Tim's? Like people didn't have to collaborate with Tim's.
Well, it wasn't until like New York culture touched it that now like Tim's is a staple for
yeah,
winter.
but like what
you know
what
I
is
mean?
Tim's traditionally?
It's construction boots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but Tim's became like that hype.
Yeah, like that's like people hate appropriation of like culture and certain items from different cultures. But it's like, so if we wear workwear gear, are we appropriating workwear gear? It's like no. I think appropriation to me is like you take the best aspects of whatever that thing is in that context, and then you put it into a different context, and it's interesting now.
Like what market are they going after? Like if you're like let's say like you're a construction guy,
Yeah,
you've like built homes or whatever, and you fucking made it, and then all of a sudden they start coming out with all this like workwear collab shit.
yeah. So like,
But
so
you're
the-
gonna
so the new
cop that.
collaboration with the
You're gonna
Dickies.
cop that and like work in like your super expensive workwear collab.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna use that, but like I think you're gonna use the regular Dickies that like that construction people or workwear people or blue collar people are gonna wear that. But when these high end brands, they're marking up the Dickies, like Mastermind's marking up those Dickie pants like $400 when you get those for like $30, right? $40.
Yeah. So then, how do you feel about like someone? Let's say the profession is they just make TikTok videos and they're wearing workwear.
I mean, I think in the market we live in, they could coexist, right? You can make a normal object for normal people, normal respectfully. You know what I mean? Like it's like everyday people, I should say. And then like it's kind of interesting how you can see people take an object and make it something that's like beyond that the intended use, and now it's like an art piece.
Well,
It's like when Andy Warhol made the Campbell soup an art piece, right?
Well, are they trying to portray themselves as something that they're really not? Like they're trying to portray.
I
Themselves
mean, you
as,
bring
like,
up a good
manly
question. It's
man.
like, what about intent?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What
Like,
about intent?
if a guy who's like a fucking TikToker is wearing fucking Dickies and Tims,
Yeah.
and
But what if he just genuinely dislikes the look of it? Like, just that's okay, right? Yeah.
but I feel like they're trying, like that person's trying to portray themselves as like a hardworking man.
It depends how you wear it.
To when like in
If
reality,
there clearly looks like it shit's
they're-
crisp, like the wheat nubuck on the Tims look fucking mad creamy and nice. Clearly, he's like, I like the fashion statement and not the functionality.
Like for example, all the cholos in East LA that wear the Dickies creased up with their
With the
Dickies
Ben
work
Sherman
shirt.
on top, yeah.
They're wearing that outfit to look fly, and they're gonna go put in a different type of work. It may not be swinging a hammer.
but they wear
Is their
that shit-
paperwork good?
Yeah,
They
nonetheless,
wear that
the work
shit.
is done.
Yeah.
They wear.
I see
that
what you
shit-
mean, yeah,
shit
yeah.
baggy.
Yeah, it's like
Because
you're not
like,
wearing. Yeah.
there's actually a functionality behind that. They're wearing that shit baggy because they don't.
Well,
want
just
you
because
to
you wear
know
a bag
that
doesn't mean you're trying
they-
to put in work.
that
You know
low
what
key
I mean?
they've got a fucking matic inside
Yeah.
their fucking pants.
No, but like
So
some people
that's what
don't
I
even
meant
do
by
that though.
saying-
Sometimes they just like the look of it. Like
Like,
baggy
peop-
jeans is big right now. Baggy pants are back in, right?
Well,
so
like
it's
the
like
people in Japan that dress like cholos.
yeah, some of them have like an affinity for that
Yeah.
culture. Yeah,
these
yeah.
guys are like these guys are accountants and dentists and normal jobs, normal 9 to 5 jobs, but they dress like they're running around the streets of East LA.
All
Boyle
right.
Heights.
So they're
Yeah.
they're dressing like it, but they.
They're not well, I don't say living.
I
life,
hope
but they're
that
appreciating the culture.
it's out of a respect.
Oh,
I
of
think
course.
so.
Those
Yeah,
that
I think
live
we're going
that
back
life.
on. It's like it depends on the intent. Like you could
Yeah.
have a love and affinity for a certain culture and appropriate it as long as the intent is like, hey, I'm paying homage and not doing it in an ironic way. Because if they are wearing these workwear items in an ironic way, or these brands are doing it as like some type of tongue-in-cheek, like postmodern way, then that's kind of whack, right? But like Mastermind is a Japanese brand.
Dude, this shit's mad
They
expensive.
love Dickies over there. You go to Japan right now, like Dickies, American made Dickies hawk for a lot of money. It's just like they love American culture and love American made products.
Dickies are like a very old
Brand, yeah.
brand.
It's a heritage brand. If you
They-
think about it, a
like-
heritage
like
American
they're behind,
trade
like-
brand.
like their logo is like the fucking horse.
Horseshoe, yeah. It's like fire. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I like it. You know what I mean? But would you ever buy $400 Dickie pants?
$400.
Yeah.
Are they gonna fucking withstand like a chainsaw or something?
Same
Like,
amount of
some
like,
Kevlar?
Are they going to build the house for you?
it's the same as a
Yeah.
Dickie. It's the same as a regular Dickie jeans, but now it's a Gucci logo or a Mastermind logo, whatever logo you want to put on. That's
So
like
the
luxury.
so they have a version of that doesn't have the Gucci logo, and you can buy it for $80. But just because it has
like 50
the Gucci
bucks,
lo-
bro.
yeah, whatever it is, but they have the Gucci logo on it now. It's
Yeah.
$400.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's whack.
I
would just
mean,
buy the
hey,
regular
listen, I
shit.
think you can hate the buyer of the one that's like a collab, but you can't hate the game. It's just like, imagine you could take something and hawk it up at like 1,000% higher. You're not the asshole. The buyer is.
Yeah, imagine if you just add a 0 to everything and like they're still buying it.
That's the dream, right? no, I know what you mean though. It's like if I could get that look, we talk about this all the time. It's like, and it's like a Dickies. Like I'm gonna get the Dickies because like that's the actual like love of the game is from Dickies, not from like Gucci giving it its
like
validation. You know what I mean?
There's no reason to buy
That's
the
stupid.
collab.
Especially when it's like literally like they look exactly the same and it's just the logo you're buying. I'm like, I'm gonna get the fucking Dickies.
Yeah, like if you get the collab where you're wearing like the Gucci Dickies, you just kind of look like a fucking douche.
Yeah, I mean, but like I could understand like I guess the mental and art experiment they're trying to do. Like I could understand that too, but as a consumer buyer, yeah, that's like one like more conceptual things. I get that too. I mean, two things can be right at the same time. You know what I mean? But as our resident Italian American on the pod, our only one,
Yeah.
really, how do you feel about brands like Loro Piana and like Giorgio Armani, like kind of having a resurgence in a way? Not is it resurgence? What would you call it?
Like if I'm going in and I'm like about to buy like a high end suit,
yeah.
and I'm about to drop some racks, I'm going to the.
By the way, I'm assuming your suit preference is Italian.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I'm going.
Better than
I'm
the
going
English?
to pay homage.
Better
to
than
my
the English? Would you get an English suit or an Italian suit?
Italian suit.
Why?
What kind of question's that?
Why? I don't
You know
know.
who he
It's,
is.
it's interesting. Yeah, they're both beautiful suits. Don't get me wrong.
Because I have
style.
I have a relationship towards the Italian and. Like,
But what about American
more like
suiting
like
too?
kind of like a nationalist.
What about American suiting? You know what I mean?
What about Tom Ford, Ralph Lauren?
Yeah. Turnbull and Nasser. What is that? Is that English?
I think
That's
it might be
American,
English.
right?
I think it's English.
Brioni. Italian, beautiful, gorgeous.
In terms of like tailorship and like
haberdashery and
like the quality of
sartorial cut.
materials.
Yeah.
I like the way that the Italians do it.
I like the way that Italians wear it. I think as far as
What's that event that they do where like
Pidioma
yeah
every year. Yeah, they have that showing. They have like that very sprezzatura way. It was
where
like very
everybody
calm,
just
very
kind of
easy, very
flexes on their
lazy.
fit.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the cut of English suits, and then I like the commercialism of American suiting. But I love the way that Italians wear their suit. They wear it as if it's like a t-shirt. It's like I was born in this.
Jeans.
Yeah. You see the Italians wear suits, they wear it as if like they were born in it. It's beautiful. You look at like English suits, very like tailored, structured, very conservative. Not conservative as in like poly, but conservative is like very tight. Like, you know what I mean? Like
There's like a casualness to the
Italian
suit.
way, which I like that more.
But
100%.
I feel like that goes inside with like their lifestyle. Kind of.
I feel like the Italians
yeah.
wear it the easiest. Like they I feel like they're born in the suit.
Yeah.
But I think the French have the details on point.
Okay, yeah, I know the French people would probably be like, what about French suiting? It's like too much dramatics for me.
So I think it's the devil's in the details with the French, because like whenever I'm out there walking around in Paris and I see these motherfuckers wearing suits, it's always the little things that catch my eye. Like they'll be wearing beautiful dress shoes, but they have purple laces on the dress shoes.
Yeah.
Like, just the little things is what like I think they do better than other people. But I still agree with you. The French and the Italians wear it the best.
Yeah.
The French know how to
The
accessorize
Italians have
best.
the best hands with suits. They understand. You know what I mean? They understand like, yeah, I want to play the pasta. I want some fucking vino. I want to be suntan where I'm burnt, and I want to wear a suit.
A cigarette and espresso after.
Yeah. Like they could wear a suit while having sex and be like, that probably looks good. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, I feel like everybody's got to pay homage to the craftsmanship that the Italians
100%.
bring to
gorgeous.
the fashion industry. Like anytime that like even jewelers or like anybody says like, oh, this is like handcrafted in Italy, it's like, okay, like
Yeah.
this is made by the best of the best.
I'm not gonna lie, when it says like made in Italy, it still holds weight till this day. I don't know. It's yeah,
Like,
you don't think so?
Like Italian suits,
I agree.
it's like leather, like
Like,
Italian.
if you're getting a suit
like-
handmade in Italy, it's
like
just
there's
like
no.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
all right.
you
So
know what I mean? Like, it just feels rich. It feels
you
nice.
put like a
You know what I
different.
mean?
You put like a different.
I'm wearing Italian leather right
national-
now for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
like,
I mean? Yeah.
you don't
yeah.
say you're wearing like the German leather. You don't say you're wearing.
What's wrong with the Germans, bro?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Aren't they like great
I'm German as
engineers?
well. I mean,
German engineering.
but you don't say you're wearing like the English leather. Like you say like when.
Well,
when
I
you're-
heard Scottish wool is one of the best in the world.
I'll
Well,
hand that
technically,
to
it's
you.
like what? Peruvian wool, right? Alpaca.
Is there even any
so.
sheep
The
in
best.
Italy?
What?
Like where wool comes from?
It comes from usually from Peru.
Scottish. They have
Like Loro Piana, it's like they're known for their wool,
They're wool
right?
and cashmere.
But they're like, I think their farms are actually in like what Peru, right? And then they ship them out, and like they manufacture it in Italy, and that's where like it comes from too.
like Kuna,
Yeah,
cashmere, all that.
But like Scottish has like the heritage of wool with like
wool
their
and
kilts.
tartan, and yeah.
Yeah, like
And the weather, it has to be warm,
like they've
right?
been
Like
doing
they master that.
like they've been doing the wool forever.
Yeah,
Like same thing.
but I'll never dress like a Scottish. I'd rather dress like an Italian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to wear a kilt and like,
I always
shave your
say
dick
I
off?
want the cut to be like an Englishman, but I want to wear it like an Italian.
Would you ever wear a kilt?
No. Wait for the pod, and for money, yes. Like I said, I'm a simple man. I have numbers.
Filipino
Marc
man.
Jacobs, you know what I mean? Hey, Mark Jacobs wore it with military boots, and he went to the Met Gala. Kind of fire with the
He's one of the few that could do it.
Oh,
I love a wool
You know
coat
the
though.
Scottish, they're like straight punks. Not punks in a mean way, but punks like against the establishment. Because like the Queen or King now has been fucking him over for like centuries, and like they're all fighters, and I
Hashtag
appreciate
Edinburgh.
that. You know what? And the kilt is it's an
fighter's
outfit of a
outfit.
warrior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what? I like that fighting spirit, 100%. So what was it? Loro Piana outfitted GQ recently.
For their, they had a party at Contessa, which is
The
Mario-
one in the Hamptons.
no, in Miami.
Okay.
So Contessa's Mario
I
Carbone's
thought we were
new
talking about
restaurant.
Barefoot Contessa. I love her.
No. She add another stick of butter. But
No, that's Paula Dean, motherfucker.
yeah, they all said the N word at one point.
Well, she does live in East Hampton.
You know, east, west, south, still Hamptons.
No, there's a difference between West and East. Big.
What makes the Hamptons so special?
Rich people. That's all it is.
Expensive real
It's
estate.
expensive real estate.
On a nice beach.
But why is it expensive?
Because that's where people from New
How's the
York.
weather like year round?
Location, and neighbors.
It's all
your
about the
neighbors are
people.
Jay-Z, fucking who else?
Ralph Lauren. Every single hedge fund, every single venture capitalist, every single just
Oprah?
tighten up industry.
The vicinity that it is to like
Yeah.
the New York financial.
It's like
district
how
and
did
all
the
that.
nobles become noble? Because they said so. And they all moved to one street, and that street becomes a noble street. Yeah. And then there's the difference between East and West. Just like New York City. There's a difference between Upper East Side and Upper West Side.
Exactly.
Both nice.
But different.
Different. You know, one is Jewish, one is WASP.
All I have to say is we used to live in the Upper East Side.
No, we live in like Sutton Place.
Technically.
No,
You
it's
can
Sutton.
claim it. You can
It's like
claim it.
Sutton Place.
You could claim
It's
it.
really like East Midtown, but you could say Sutton. But I'm not saying Upper East Side. You weasel. What the? We clearly live in Sutton Place, and the guy's like Upper East Side. This guy.
You know, Lower East Side.
You're asking like, oh, what's the difference? It's like, oh, old money and new money. You know what I mean? So,
Like one
Yeah,
person's
Hamptons
Mayfair?
is definitely old money.
well, East Hamptons is old money. New money is West Hamptons. It's that whole like WASP New York thing. It's like there's levels within levels.
It's like, I've been
And
here for 100
even
years,
within
you
that
just got
level,
here.
there's still a little bit more levels. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's kind of sickening, but also very
Like-
fascinating.
like there's Long Island.
And there's like the Gold Coast on Long Island,
Yeah,
right? And there's Montauk, and then there's the Hamptons. Actually, Montauk is the very tip, but Montauk is like the Brooklyn of the Hamptons.
What about the Catskills?
Catskills is great for skiing. That's where they go. But if you're really about skiing, then you would go to like
Cortina.
Aspen. But Aspen's kind of flamed out, so that's where everyone goes to Vail. But if you're really with it, then you go to Park City, Utah. See, it gets
Yeah.
really
So
like
do you think that there's
hierarchical.
like? Do you think there's like?
And then if you're in
old-
tech money, you go to Utah. I mean, not
Where-
Utah. You go to Lake Tahoe. And
Where's
that's where
the
they go ski.
Where's the old money versus new money in LA?
That's a very good question. I mean, LA is kind of like all new money to me, personally.
So would you say that? So if we're gonna go
Because
back
like
to
the
like
old
the
money would
OCLA
be like
thing,
in Pasadena, but they all moved back to LA in this part of town. You know what I mean? But in a way, like Los Angeles and Hollywood in general was created by the backbone of the entertainment industry. You know what I mean? And like, it's all kind of new money in a way. They all had to forge their way because they couldn't get it popping back in the East. So they came out here and Manifest Destiny and made their own industry.
what about so like OC? Would you consider like Newport to be like old money?
I mean, that's more,
Yeah, that
You know
would
what I mean?
be
Like-
the older money in our section.
yeah.
Like
You guys
for-
can speak on that
yeah,
more
For
than I can.
example, the Irvine family fucking just built out everything.
Seeger Storm.
Yeah, the
family.
Segerstrom
yeah,
family.
on Costa Mesa.
Who else was it? The guy that built Balboa. Fuck. Where did you? What was the name of the auditorium you graduated from at Modern Day?
Well, I didn't graduate.
You didn't walk, but you know what I'm talking about. The one at UCI. The Bren Center, David Bren.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
guy developed so much of Orange County.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of I don't know.
I actually know the guy who built Irvine.
The Irvine family?
No, well, the guy who they like
Contract
had
to
design-
work.
to
Yeah.
design,
City
do all the
design.
city planning.
Yeah, city planning.
do the designing for it.
That's dope.
I don't know, like old money in LA. Do you consider is any old? I would say like maybe like Brentwood, Bel Air, and Beverly Hills. That's like as old as it gets.
Crustier part of town.
Yeah, like the older part.
Malibu would have to be kind of old money.
I don't know. Like they're kind of like fucking hippies there too. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like the Laguna over
It's
here.
almost kind of like its own city. It's like its own little
Yeah,
bubble.
I would say it's more
Yeah,
like the Laguna.
its own bubble because like they're kind of weird up there too.
But
You know
like,
what I mean?
like the Encino.
That's in the valley. I don't acknowledge
Yeah.
anything in the valley.
I don't even think old money wants to be in the valley.
Well, yeah, I know Calabasas recently has been like a resurgence. Not resurgence, but like everyone's moving there. But like every single rich person, like that's a celebrity that's moving to Calabasas, are also moving out of Calabasas now too.
Yeah.
Because they realize it's so fucking far from the city. It's an hour away from the city. Like you only go there for security reasons and land. But back in the day, Calabasas is like, oh, okay, like you live in the valley and you're like you have money, but you're
It was
still,
frowned
but you're
upon.
but you're still in the valley. It's like okay, like you're still in the desert of LA.
Yeah.
Like you live there, but you come here every day. For
What's
what reason?
like that in Orange County?
Yorba Linda, the South County.
That's like the Calabasas of
Pretty much.
It's like you got money, but you're just so far from everything.
Dude, the crazy thing now is like
Yorba Linda's
Eastvale,
like its own like
Chino,
fucking
Its own thing though,
Corona.
right? Yeah, yeah.
all those fucked up cities in the IE are now becoming super expensive.
I
Like,
bet.
you could spend
yeah.
$1 million in Corona. You know that?
Yeah, getting like a little McMansion. Little
Dude, it's
4,500 plus
I know a guy
square
who's
feet.
trying to sell a property in Rancho right now for 2.6, and the reason he wants to sell it is because it's on the top of a hill and it's too windy. It's in a wind tunnel.
You know, like the popular trend right now is like having a micro farm. You know what I mean? That shit's fire.
I want that.
Yeah, a lot of people
Dude.
are actually going out to like Norco, San Bernardino, and like buying loads
Dude.
of land, opening up their micro farms out there.
Dude, and you
know
can
what I
get it with like USDA type financing.
Okay.
But dude, the micro farms, not even just for like vegetables. Like I was talking to a guy who grows worms and fucking is netting like
Worms.
Yes. It is netting like
You know that joke from Dumb? Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, we have a pet store." You're like, the girl goes, "Oh, like what do you guys have?" He's
Well-
like, "I got worms."
Well, dude, so worms are essential for like aerating soil
Yeah,
and like all
enriching it essentially.
Yeah, and like giving it like organic nutrients in the soil. And like the people that are making like, dude, I was talking to this guy who's just like average Joe,
yeah.
and he's netting 20K a month from just worms in his house.
How many motherfuckers got worms for free? He ain't even making money off of it.
Does he need a podcast to promote his business? Because we're looking for sponsors on this show. Well, Hundo Placento.
He's got a worm farm and a gold
Tech ain't
mine.
paying
Hey,
enough.
baby, we're getting into worms. Hey, eating worm farmers use dickies? Dead air time, guys. Dead air time. You guys are fucking up. No dead air
Do
time.
they use Mastermind Dickies?
I mean, if they're only legit, you know what I mean? If they're
So-
a cool tud,
Is it true that the Mastermind hoodies go for like $400 or $500 a pop?
they're cute. It goes for like
I feel like if you are
if you know what? I'm the weirdo. I want them. Buy me it.
if you are
Patreon
a worm farmer,
coming at you.
you gotta be some kind of out there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
You gotta be a little loopy. Are worm farmers pedophiles?
I would given the
Hey,
demographic of
hey,
pedophiles
hey,
cut
that
that
we've seen,
for the
I would say
mic.
that
Maybe I
pedophiles
mean,
are more
worms are kind of
alongside
like a phallic object, right? It's like having a lot of dicks everywhere, making holes.
bunch of limp ones.
Yeah,
For
they
a
don't-
Patreon
hey,
account.
Those type of dicks don't find holes; they make them. Just like prison.
Bullworm. How about the bullworm?
Worms. Like,
Hey, hold my belt.
who do you think the demographic of pedophiles is, though?
It could be anyone, honestly.
Please don't cancel
You
it.
know what I mean? Can a female be a pedophile?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It could.
You see all
But
those
we don't
teachers.
talk about that. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see a teacher like sexually assault, which I do not condone, by the way, sexually assault like a high schooler, I'm like, hook them in high school. Like they didn't, you know?
Well, like when we were in high school, dude, like you remember, we were always like, dude, like that teacher.
Remember that one teacher?
Yeah, like I don't
You know her name, right? I don't want to say it. We don't want to say her name, but
Well, actually, we went to a high school where a lot of teachers did sleep with their students. Facts.
you know, people were getting digged down.
They
so
don't
I
want to
gotta
talk
say.
about.
Yeah.
You know. Hey,
I got in
internet,
trouble.
Do your background on us. We'll know what kind of high school we came
I will
from.
tell you, like, when,
Modern day high school.
dude, when we were,
Dude, what the- Hey, we're gonna fix that in post.
Dude, when we were in high school,
Mark
though,
that,
like,
baby. Hey, baby, mark that.
dude. If you went and banged a teacher, like, it's not like that teacher was raping you.
That was big ups. Big ups.
Listen, if
You were pursuing that.
if
shit.
you went down on a teacher and she goes like, "Are those mastermind dickies? Like, what's up?
Running on those
Are
pants.
those dad shoes? Like, oh my god! Like, I'm so wet." Segue into this. You ever got laid because you look so fly?
Yeah.
because I look
No.
so fly.
No. It's like I said, like when we dress, it's other dudes complimenting. But I never seen a girl be like, damn, like that fucking.
I mean, like,
Comme des Garçons, fire. He's like, you can
I've
have
had
it.
people
what
like
if
come and say like, "Ooh, like I like your jacket," or like things like that.
I think it's
Or,
more like a conversation starter, but it's not the fucking closer.
But I would say like
This
I mean, like,
and this closes it, not this, right? Literally, my girlfriend hates my fucking jacket
This
right
opens
now.
the
You think I'm
door.
gonna fucking close with this? I'm gonna close with other dudes.
I mean, I don't know how you guys. I don't know
what's
how
your
you
network
guys
like?
do it. I don't know how you guys do it. But like
How do you do it?
when I
Show me,
when I was doing it, I would say it was more so like when like a lot of it was just like they would approach me, probably just honestly.
Oh, girls would come up to you.
Honestly, simply because I was probably just tall, to be honest.
Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're short kings over here.
Like that had
I'm the shortest of all
that
the
had
kings.
probably 90 plus % to do with
I always told
any
myself, dude, if I was like
any
6 feet,
success that I ever
game would have
had.
been over.
What about Los Globos? Did they approach you there?
Yes.
Is it because you were tall?
Yeah, or was it your outfit?
How tall are you, bro? 6'2", right?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn, you're taller than Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is 6'1".
Got a 6'2" single man right here for you ladies.
I'm not
You know
single.
what I mean? You're like what? You're like 5'11"?
No,
5'9".
I'm in a happy relationship.
Bro, you're 5'10".
No.
If you're 5'9", just round up 5'10".
So
5'10", a good pair of shoes.
Anyone that's like 5'10", just round up 1 inch. It's the same thing. So basically, I'm 5'8".
That's a liberal inch
I'm 5'8" on a good, like, warm day. So it's like all stretched out.
with a good pair of shoes. Well, our next sponsor, BMP Paribas.
Are we
As,
segueing? Are we doing another shoot after this?
Yeah, I guess we have to.
Or are we wrapping this up?
I think we got to wrap it up.
We got to wrap it up for our
Well,
guest here.
Mr. Brost, it's been really fun. I wish we could go a long time, but I know you got, the Roosters calling back home.
This was a fun podcast.
Yo, everyone
I
comment.
don't know how much of
Everyone
this
comment
we're
if you
allowed to
want
even
Mr.
keep.
Brost back on the. I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Please give us a green check mark if you want him back.
Hey, we start with fashion and end it with the hang.
with whatever material actually makes it to air.
You know what? You come back on this pod. You know, what I mean, we set everything up, and you just shoot. You know what I mean?
She just got to shoot.
All right.
This is the Shivering Break podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shivering break. And we're back from our scheduled sponsor break, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I don't care these days.
It's our sponsor from DeWalt, I believe.
DeWalt?
DeWalt.
De Beers? De Beers.
The beers. Get the beers.
Homie's
Yeah.
got De Beers.
Someone get the fucking beers.
We're also watching Tombstone right now.
we this was our first time doing an interview. How do you feel about it?
I felt good.
Yeah?
I felt loose. I felt like we drank a lot. We talked a lot. Talked a lot of shit.
I mean, we had a set schedule about like, hey, this is what we're gonna talk about.
Fuck the schedule.
And then it ended up being a fucking hang, which I loved. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Hey, people out there, do you want the hang or you want the info? I think they want both, but people love the hang.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I mean, clearly you can visually see if you're watching on video that we have our headsets back on, and now it's all pronto business, back to scheduled programming. I mean, I don't know. Data set is not out there yet. We'll see if people love the hang or people want the info. I think people want both. So, what is next on the docket, Mr. Bias?
Next is your designer's favorite brand, Marnie,
Marnie.
collabing with Carhartt.
Okay, whoa. we're really going that Carhartt. We should ask Bros about this, like the car and Marnie. He's like, who the fuck is Marnie? I'm like, never mind.
They're Italian, bro. So I thought you were Italian.
I mean, what we're aiming for on this pod is like, hey, we want like normal people and talk about fashion topics, and I want their like authentic take on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to bring them the highest levels of fashion homes.
Yeah.
And I want to see what they have to say.
And like I expected Bros to appear the way he should have appeared and said what he needs to say because that shit is entertaining.
That's just Brost.
That's just bros. That's why we love him though. You know. But Marty doing with the Carhartt. I mean, how do you feel about that? You're a Carhartt guy. You know what I
I
mean?
fuck with Carhartt. I was actually on the web this morning looking for vintage Carhartt from the 60s and 50s.
Yeah.
It actually has a heart. Heart.
Huh.
But I
Okay.
fuck with
Okay, Dad.
But I fuck with it though. As far as what Marnie's doing, some of the stuff I like, some of it I don't. They have a cool camp collar type like work shirt. It's pretty fly, has some polka dots on there. But other than that, I don't know. I haven't looked at the connection enough to like really give it an
I
honest
think
take.
Marnie's been having a great year. They have a lot of collaborations. They did a collab with Nike. Do you have like the Nike Shocks Mules, I believe?
I saw that.
And then no, that's Martine Rose. I fucked up. But
Yeah.
they also had a collab with the Japanese, basically H&M, fucking
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah, Uniqlo, and then yeah, like dude, they're mohair cardigans, fire. But I don't know. Are you a bit like over the whole workwear trend right now and like high low shit?
Yes and no. I feel like everybody and their mother's wearing fucking Carhartt and Dickies, and like the people that I don't want to see wearing it are wearing it, and I'm like, fuck you, I hate you. How do you know about
Well,
this?
I mean, that's a natural trend of any like trend cycle. Is like it's like the three eyes in business. It's like there's the inventors, there's the imitators, and then there's the idiots. I think what you're talking about is like you think we're at the last stage.
the
of
idiots.
The idiots. Okay.
I think so. I think we're reaching that point, and it's like, how do you differentiate yourself from the idiots? It's it's either buying like more curated pieces, more vintage shit, things that aren't as accessible to the everyday masses.
Yeah.
Unless you want that.
I mean,
don't want
at the
that,
end of the day, like they're just jarring, and it's like if you know, like, and I look at it in a way, in a sense that if you're trying to get like upscale workwear shit, it's like you're into masturbation. Like if you really want to fuck, just get the regular brand. Get Carhartt, get Dickies, get Ben Sherman,
Yeah.
get any other brand that's workwear related, adjacent. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, I mean, people would pay a pretty price for that logo, that luxury logo. You know what I mean? And like, there is something to that. But in certain items like workwear, I think it is a little bit of a. It's just being too frivolous with your money.
I know what you mean. It's like
Even normal people would be like, just get the normal one. Like,
Yeah, it's
why?
like-
Like, why? Like,
these pants are $80 normal. Why the fuck would you spend 800?
yeah, you know what I mean. And the original and the new one probably like very much similar.
Similarly, mine is an extra
Yeah.
tag that says the collaboration of who they made it with.
I get it if it's something like haberdashery or sartorial or something that's like actually like we make fun of Goreport when I'm like there is technical advantages with certain companies. Like you're just like they have the resources, they have the R&D. Like you are getting a superior product.
Acronym,
100%.
Errolson Hugh.
Yeah, it's like we get acronyms like it's like well almost $2,000 a jacket, but like that $2,000 is like half that shit goes to R&D. You know what I mean? It's like they
Exactly.
invested a lot of money into the research of that jacket.
You can wear that shit.
You could wear it, you could die in it, you could kill in it, you could sleep in it, you could do anything, you could fuck in it. Like Jesus Christ. Like if a girl doesn't let you fuck in some acronym, you're not fucking the right girl. Period.
That's her,
All right?
that's
Mark
her
my
problem,
words.
not yours.
So I know what's next on the docket, buddy.
Next, I think we touched on it already, but we could touch on it a little bit more. GQ Laurel Piana Custom.
Yeah, I was trying to flash out more things from Brost about like Italian suiting. I think we did talk about it at extensive length, but we talked about it more in a lifestyle situation. But like I said, Brost is like a normal everyday dude with the simple guy. You know what I mean? Not in like emotional way or intellectual way, but simple as if like efficient life is like I don't need all this clutter in my life. But Laurel Piana, I love that brand so much.
Oh, amazing.
100% amazing. Like I want to get to a point of like douchebaggery in my life where I could run a whole line of like Brunello and Laurel Piana, like fucking cashmere and cashmere sweats, and just like tailoring. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about, Italian handcraft is amazing, but like it's the material. It comes from Peru. It's just these like
It's the textiles they're selecting that
Yeah.
makes it better than normal shit. In my
but I mean,
opinion.
like that proprietary nature in certain farms in Peru that are like, hey, listen, It's like going to Peter Luger's and be like, hey, we own a farm that's specifically tailored to what our needs want, and we know it's the best, bar none. And that's the same thing with their textiles. It's like this wool is the best in the world, and you're gonna pay for it, and like, you know what? It's worth an investment.
Yeah,
because these things will stick with you the rest of your life, 100%. And
Damn
it's
straight.
amazing that they could like collab with a magazine like GQ and bring it out to the forefront. And like, do you think Loro Piana needs to be a certain level of modernizing though? Because it's a very heritage brand. I don't think a lot of people know Loro Piana.
I'd
honestly.
rather have them keep it in the depths.
Oh, you want to gatekeep that shit?
I want to gatekeep that
You wanna
shit.
gatekeep that shit. Me too. I see
LP,
I s-
LP.
I see these TikTokers and like, yo, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. It's like I don't want you all the restaurants and like outfits I could like wear. You know, fuck out of here.
You know, please keep gatekeeping. Keep
Like
it.
honestly, like you think you want everyone at Montecito?
No.
No, that's what they pay for. They pay you not to come in; they pay you to fuck off. It's like a hooker. You don't pay her to fuck you; you pay her to fuck off.
Yeah, you pay him to leave. Fuck
But
out of here.
what else was going on in that Loro Piana GQ party?
So, Loro Piana GQ did a little collab together. They had a party in Miami at Mario Carbone's new restaurant, Contessa.
Yes, sir. Carbone. Hey, shouts out to Carbone. You know what I mean? I know they lost their star, but what you know what? They never did it to the star. They did it for the love of the game, for the culture. You know what I mean? I mean,
For the culture.
personally, I only went to the Carbone in Miami. Well, my girl has been to both the one in New York and Miami, and you know, my New York was like sanctified. You know what I mean? That's like going back home. You know what I mean?
It's like going to Rayo's.
Meaning for y'all, you know, civilians out there, it's basically the hardest one to get into.
Exactly. Try.
You know what I mean? But they have a new restaurant called Contessa in Miami,
Correct.
and they had a GQ Loro Piana had their opening party at Contessa.
They have their year-end closing party there.
You know what that reminds me of? It's like the Vanity Fair party they do at Oscars, and then like Wolfgang Puck always fucking caters. You know what I mean?
Well, they know who they're getting. They got the Wolfgang.
So what's the significance of this party? What's the aggrandizing for?
I think it was just more for kind of pushing out Will Welch, the new
CD at Loro
Editor-in-chief.
Piana? Okay, editor in
Yeah,
chief.
for GQ.
Oh, you homie the glasses, tall as fuck,
Yeah,
tatted.
super lanky
Okay,
dude.
yeah.
He was the one kind of like, I guess, staking his claim as far as the GQ editor in chief, saying, you know, I got the helm now. I got. You know,
How do you feel like his aesthetic is more towards a hybrid of like streetwear and haberdashery and sartorialness?
I like his grunge. I like his vibe because I think for what was it, the
It's
Met,
like what? He's probably like almost like late 30s, early 40s, correct?
he wore a Chrome Heart custom suit to the Met.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like there's that high-low nouveau to his clothing.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? So you think it's the right direction GQ is going for?
I think so for the new way because before, who was it? Glenn O'Brien?
Yeah. No,
Or
Glenn Brown's
no.
way back. There's some other guy with like a hat. Don't quote us on the like editor in chief of GQ because they run through him.
Yeah, it was
No.
Glenn O'Brien, then it was the other guy.
Glenn O'Brien's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yo, TV party back in the day in the 80s, historic.
The guy after Glenn O'Brien I really liked.
Okay.
Older white guy.
There was that guy
big
that was in
on.
charge of Bon Appetit, was actually the editor in chief at GQ at one point, but that guy's like canceled. You know what he did as his costume? Him and his girl came as Puerto Ricans.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and like he had a New York Yankees like outfit with like a gold like single like Figaro chain, and then like he sharpied in the chin strap like, and then like on his Instagram he was like, "How you doing, Poppy?"
Got canceled real quick by AOC.
Yeah, that guy's wild. But there was that guy editor in chief for GQ. Then he went to Bon Appetit, but he really built up Bon Appetit.
Fuck, I can't think of the name of the guy who was after.
I know what you mean. Did he have glasses and like that weird bucket hat we wore with the suit?
No. So it was an older white guy. He had like
Oh, with the glasses.
clear aviators.
And then he worked with Tom Ford in those like not
yeah.
renovation videos, but like
I know-
makeover
yeah, I know
videos.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking- I can't.
I
think of
saw
the
that
name.
guy here in LA at the Beverly Center shopping at Uniqlo. He was buying polos, like 10 of them.
He loves those.
Yeah, he buys like 10. I'm like, this guy loves polos. And I saw his, I turn around, I was like, oh, he's with like the aviator
Clear aviator lenses.
lenses. And I was just like,
black.
okay, that's the guy from GQ. And
No,
he's pretty
exactly.
good too. He came out with the book as far as like his best his best like covers and like stories he's done with GQ. If you don't understand,
I know the superheroes.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Superheroes and Hunks book.
Yeah, I saw that book and I immediately went straight to Kanye's section because he has a whole section dedicated to Kanye.
Yeah,
And it's the famous one
a
where he wore,
6-hour shoot.
yeah, 6 hour shoot where he was wearing like he's just signed with Adidas, and then he was wearing like the leather pants with the
coat and the fucking
the Prime Knit.
Yeah.
Prime Knit one with the Ultra Boost, but the first one though, the very first one, even before like the caged one, like the really like simple black one with the 3 stripes on the side. You know what I mean? And basically was wearing Bottega Veneta
from head to toe, minus
head to
the
toe,
Adidas.
like But he kind of like from that photo shoot started the whole
Bottega vibe.
just Chelsea boot crepe sole trend, right? You know what I mean? So after he saw that, then but he was more so like there was that in the photo, and that's important for all y'all. He's like, why are you ranting about that session? Because in that photo shoot, who styled that photo shoot was Jerry Lorenzo, and if you don't know Jerry Lorenzo, he is the creative director of Fear of God, Essentials, Fear of God for Adidas now. You know what I mean? So for the longest time, Jerry Lorenzo was the stylist for Kanye. But what really piqued my interest in that book was I think Kanye had a photo shoot and it's like him wearing a suit, a Calvin Klein suit with like a bar tie. And like he had like to beg Kanye to wear the suit because he wanted to look more casual. He's like, yo, just wear this suit. You're going to look amazing in it. And you know what happens? He looks fucking amazing in it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? That Kanye shoot was wearing the black and white suit.
With the knit tie?
The knit tie. And then like he has like the bar tie. He's wearing a Calvin Klein suit. And it was just like, I mean, that's the first time we saw Kanye be like, oh, he could wear a suit and it looks great. You know what I mean? Well, what the fuck are you looking for?
Jim Nelson.
Jim Nelson.
That was the motherfucker's
Everyone
name.
out there, look at Jim Nelson. He has his like best greatest hits for GQ. And any person into Gentleman's Quarterly or into just like that magazine and the great stories and the great photo shoots that he's done, go and cop that book.
I've tried to copy my style for Jim Nelson.
Oh, really?
He's got a great uniform.
I think you only like him because he's good friends with Tom Ford.
That too, you know. He hits off all the marks. Okay, so back to our scheduled programming.
Yeah.
We spoke about the Marnie collab, and then we spoke about the GQ Loro Piano. The next thing, little left curve,
Hard cut.
Beams.
Beams. Your obsession with Beams continues.
Fucking love Beams.
Yeah. I mean, they have a store out here in Los Angeles in Fred Siegel. Next to Kith and all that shit.
I've been there.
It's across from Medeo's.
You know, Medeo, Giorgio Baldi, my favorite.
Which one do you prefer, Medeo's or Giorgio Baldi?
Medeo.
Medeo. I prefer Medeo's.
Yeah.
It's you know, I was at Medeo's in its original location. You know what I'm talking about.
Right there off of Beverly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? In the design district in the cut.
But speaking of Beams, motherfuckers have a collab. Not just one, but two.
Yeah.
One with Engineered Garments.
Classic brand.
So, you know, Japanese on Japanese.
Love it. Great flannels, by the way.
And then they did a a Pelican collab with the
Pelican
company.
suitcase, the case that's like indestructible.
Exactly.
I love Pelican suitcase. It's like Rimowa, but actually meant for like functional activities.
So yeah, I need to get me one of those Pelican Beams collabs and just sticker bomb the fuck out of it.
Oh, I love it. I love Pelican. Like you can go underwater, you could throw that shit down a fucking mountain. You know what I mean? It's great. It's actually like quality product that actually demands the price that it costs. You dig?
No, 100%, because you're getting your money's worth.
They have it in armor green, I believe, right? Classic colorway.
Yeah.
Like
that
any
military
person
green.
that's looking for a storage unit or for what's it, carry-on, I believe now.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have to get one myself, low key. Shit.
If that Beams Pelican collab.
That's fire. I love Pelican. Like they sell that shit in REI and it's mad expensive, but it's just it's built for war. It's built for an apocalypse. I love that shit.
And you know the other Beams collab that just released this week?
What?
New York Fitteds in felt.
Felt. I don't know about that, dude.
In gray and in navy.
Yeah.
Clean. Looks amazing.
Listen, I stick with the fitted because it's back in, but now I'm like getting older. It's still about the dad hats. And you know what I mean?
They have a stretchy back. I saw them online.
You see that new photo with Poggy? He has like that New York fitted. It's like a fucking.
He copied that other person that did it a couple years ago.
Who?
I forgot. Someone from the Ben Show crew, I think. But
Okay.
they made the New Era, like
Wide brim hat.
wide brim hat.
Yeah.
And
Maybe it's the same one.
no, so Poggy did his own rendition of it.
You saw that photo, right?
I saw
Oh,
the
no,
photo.
yeah,
It looks
yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with it. I appreciate it.
I wouldn't wear it, but
It has
like, you
different
could do it.
paneling than the previous hat.
Yeah.
The one that Theophilus London wore back in the day with the
Nick
big
Fouquet?
brim. No. I'll show it to you. But it's same idea as the one that Poggy the Man came out with.
Yeah.
But the people that originally created the first one, the New Era, like Mountie like hat, they were chirping at Poggy the Man, saying, "Hey, you never paid homage to the guy that did this before you 5 years ago." All that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. It's an argument in itself. But I'm like, just let the guy do his thing, man. Let him make fly shit.
I mean, he's a very creative guy, and I'm sure the intent was good. He don't mean no disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, the guy is first and foremost Japanese, so he probably doesn't even know what the fuck that guy is.
Exactly.
Respectfully.
Obviously, he's doing it for the culture as well. So it's like he's paying homage to it.
Yeah.
He may have not paid homage in the proper way, but give credit where credit's due.
Yeah. I mean, but like I think I said, I think he had good intentions. You know what I mean? He's a fly guy. I think he knows where he dates in the fashion realm and what he's wearing. So I don't know. That shit's weird. But felt or a New York hat, I feel like that's more your lane. That's a very much like a GQ, not GQ. It's a J Crew hat for sure.
I feel
That's
that.
a style. Like, I see
Feel
more
that.
like an Oxford button down and wide leg Dockers and some GPSs, Nike GPSs. Nike GPS general purpose shoe. Tom Sachs. Shout out.
Shit, I got the yellow pair on the way.
Oh shit!
Christmas gift.
How do you feel to yourself?
No, actually, my pops got it for me. 'Cause
Oh, that's nice.
I introduced him to the Tom Sachs, the
artist.
in general,
Yeah.
and he bought a pair before me, and I'm like, this motherfucker.
White or yellow?
white, the
White,
gray ones.
Okay, with the gum soles.
Yeah, those are clean.
You know, they could be recoupled.
They can.
They could be resold. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna tell him that.
You know what I mean? I don't know if he's gonna do it, but like I said, guys love the options.
I'm gonna put a Vibrant Soul on mine.
Dude, that'd be fire, honestly. You should do a video. I'll do the video on that on you. You know what I mean?
We'll go to Japan and get it cobbled over there for us.
Okay, what next? We could get Goro hiking boots. Viva
Exactly.
soles.
I'm gonna get some Miro blades
Everyone
too.
knows
I'll add
like
it.
Goro hiking shoes is like the competitor DM, but like they make it just bespoke for your foot. Like they build a mold of your foot and they build it around the mold of your foot.
After we go to Moro, we're gonna hit up Mira and get some custom blades.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like, oh, let's just spend like 20 grand like real quick.
Hey, you have to bring 30 grand for this trip.
You know what I mean? Like that's just to cover the shopping expense for like 2 places.
We'll be staying in hostels to keep our costs
We
low.
stay in hostels. We've got Goro boots.
Goro boots, $6,000
Even the
irons.
caretaker is gonna be like, "The fuck is wrong with you, dude? You weirdo."
Like, where do I send this to? I'll send it to my hostel. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would immediately like try them on there and immediately ship them back home. I was like, I'm not gonna walk around Japan with Goro boots. Like that's just fucking.
I would walk
God
around
love
with
it.
my custom Mira blades on my back. just
Yeah,
like,
you're more closer. That's a weapon at the end of the day.
True, you could use it.
Well, Mira used to be a samurai maker. So basically, those golf clubs are basically samurai swords in the best way possible.
There's a reason why Tiger
Listen,
played them.
we don't condone assault, but some motherfuckers need to pull up with that stinger.
There's a reason why Tiger played Miras.
All my golf allegedly.
The first Masters.
The story goes he neither confirms nor denied that he won Miras, his first Masters in Miras. But he looked closely at his clubs, no demarcation of what brand he's been sponsored. At that time, he was sponsored by Titleist. But you look at those clubs, no Titleist.
Doesn't the
Fucking
mythology
plug on there.
say that it was Mira iron,
Actually,
Mira blades
That he was
with
using.
Titleist stamps on them? Because
Yeah,
they
but
knew
you look
that
closer, just like no stamping on the blades. It's
Like
just
in-
maybe just a little Titleist
yeah, it's like-
somewhere on the corner or
It's
something.
like
but it's
illegible.
yeah, essentially. That's the story goes, and then like they actually reached out to Tiger Woods, and then if he was like actually like no, it's all Titleist at the time when I was contract because he's a Nike athlete. Now he's a like tailor made for his clubs. He was like, oh no, like he didn't confirm or deny. He's like maybe.
It's like, I don't know. I just played these.
But if Tiger said maybe, I'm like motherfucker, that's a yes. You know what I mean?
Like, you're bound by contract. I know you.
And your boy, the Mexican
Abraham Answer.
Ibrahim Answer is a Mira. You know what I mean? I was like, ooh, only a guy I know on the PGA Tour that got Miras on deck like that. The softest blades, they say, on tour. So-
Mira, the Mizuno. Where are they from? Japan. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, Japanese steel, no joke. That VG10, amazing.
Yo, I love my Mizunos, my Japanese blades.
I want Mizunos. I'm just not good enough to play in them. You have Mizunos, and like, I know they hurt.
They hurt when you hit them right. They don't love you back.
Yeah, unforgiving club. So like the thinner the sole blade of the actual club head, the more it hurts your hand because if you off hit it, you feel all of the detail going through your hands.
Pretty much, I'm playing with fillets.
Yeah, butter knives, bro. You have a fillet, but they cut like a butter knife when you play them.
Oh yeah, very rugged.
I very much have a game improvement. Tailor-made TMs.
Oh man.
Well,
so
what's next on the docket, brother?
the next, some sad news. I don't even want to believe this shit. It's a lie. It's a rumor.
What, Vivian Westwood?
It's a mill. Now we already talked about that.
Yeah.
This is more important. Frank Ocean retiring.
Don't you fucking bring out that energy. I was ready for the Travis Scott Rage Against the Machine, but more importantly, I was more about that Frank Ocean concert because that guy hates doing concerts, and he especially hates doing concerts in America for some reason because he's just so cool like that.
Cultured.
Yeah. One might say cultured, but I sold my tickets as I found out like he's out. I was like, okay, cool, and then I got the next ticket because like he tweeted out, it's like I'm guaranteeing or promised the promoter, which is Golden Voice for Coachella, that I'm gonna be at the 2023 Coachella. I was like, bet, got tickets for me and my girl. Now, as soon like a couple of months later, he comes out with, "Oh, I'm gonna retire from music." I'm like, "No, you're not. No,
We
you're
didn't
not.
say you were done yet.
No, you're not." It's like he was pondering. I'm like, "You're not pondering. He's not gonna do that. Don't you put that out into the universe."
I don't want it out there. I want to see.
I don't
it.
even believe in manifestation, but I just want to see Frank Ocean live so bad where I'm like, shut your mouth.
I want to wear all white and watch Frank Ocean.
I mean, that was the goal, bro. Why giving the people the outfit?
Listen, we're all black.
I was wearing an all white linen. While I'm Pablo, I was like, I need to be like no shoes. It's just like I need to feel the ground.
You have Birkenstocks on.
I'm on some weirdo shit. I need to like feel the ground and be high on some type of substance
Well, you hear pink and white playing in the background.
while playing How Nature Feels. You probably can't play that because of fucking copyright. But imagine hearing American Wedding and just being like, you can't play American Wedding too because it's the Eagles. Imagine listening to Novocaine. Right? He literally references Coachella on that song.
Met her at Coachella.
Brian Light, Berkeley. Come
Went
on.
CZ trip.
Yeah. Perfect. Bro, imagine watching it like him going to the dust into the night in the fucking desert singing Pink and White.
Wearing all white linen.
Yeah. Bro, come on. Or then he re-ups that like we're gonna play Nights right after. Then deep in the late hours, so it's like calm day garçon, calm day garçon, calm day garçon.
Oh man, that shit's
Bro,
just hits.
if he was at Coachella this year, are you getting tickets? Yes or no?
100%.
You're like, yo,
I'll be there.
you'll be there.
I already had the outfit ready. White pants.
Just white. Like pure. You want to be pure when you listen to
I'm gonna wear
Frank Ocean.
a green hoodie. And then a white chore coat. I just feel like the green is a nice pop.
You know, I want to bring like Pendleton blanket. Be like, I just need to like just
Lay out.
coalesce, flatten out. I don't know. But at the same time,
I agree with that.
I don't agree how like you come out with like fucking basically 3 albums and you retire. Like, no, the
Yeah.
people need you more than
Who
ever.
the fuck do you think you are, Frank?
No, like the people need you more than ever, and you just gotta quit on the people. I'm sorry, but it's one of those things where I'm gonna be selfish as a fan. Like, you can't do that.
He should do a collab album with Sade and then
Yeah.
fucking retire.
It's like, bro, I know you're into jewelry for y'all civilians, but you know, jewelry for DJ,
Jury.
for DJ Khaled folks. But yo, bring that fucking jewelry joint out in Coachella. People will buy. I'll look. We'll see if I can afford it. Probably not.
Bring the Amex out.
Bro, like put your jewelry on your merch. I'll buy it. Let's go.
Oh man.
Best believe though, if he comes to the desert at Coachella, I'm buying all the merch.
100%.
Even the ones I'm not gonna wear, I'm like, I'm gonna buy it anyways. To be like,
resell.
to sell. No. To tell my kids like, hey, listen, I was there. You know what I mean?
Like on Christmas, like here, wear this Frank Ocean
Imagine
shirt.
like, you know, like imagine you're like our parents are like, I was there at the Beatles concert or Rolling Stones. Like my mom went to see
Michael Jackson.
I mean, it's till this day she's like, that's the greatest concert I ever been to. He's like, I never seen people so hyped, and she witnessed like multiple women just fainting at the sight of Michael Jackson. Well, obviously it's pre like social media, so like
Yeah,
just being able to be in the vicinity of Michael Jackson, people were fainting.
that's insane.
We'll never see that again. You know,
Maybe Frank Ocean.
maybe Drake, grown ass dudes fainting singing at Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, they're like, yo, Drake is the big homie. He's like, he don't even fucking know you, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh. All right, man. Let's close this thing out. We've had
We'll close it off with Francis Ocean or Frankie Ocean.
Frankie Ocean retiring. It's a lie, though.
Okay, thank you guys for listening to Shivering Break Podcast. Thank you for being there for our first interview, Mr. Brost. We'll see you on the next slide, on the next one.
Later, motherfuckers.
Love.